followed the brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
Hey Future Pros! Sometimes in CS you just want to get aggressive and take the fight straight to the enemy. I'll use this mid push from Astralis to demonstrate a reasonably good approach to get up in the faces of your foes on Inferno. It really helps if you're keeping track of the T's economy, as doing this against a fully bought T side will have varying results. This strategy requires 3 Future Pros, 2 HEs and an AWP. Future Pro number 1. You'll be the player who pushes deep into mid. As you make your way to mid, get your HE out and lob it down mid. This makes sure that if anyone does face you, then they will already have taken some damage. Make sure to push along the right side of the wall so you don't get killed by a T holding steps. Tuck yourself into this corner and listen for any noise or calls from your teammates. When Future Pro 3 has made some kind of contact towards T steps, this is your cue to peek out and hopefully get a free kill. After this contact, keep your head on a swivel, as multiple Ts could be about to flood out ult mid or T steps. Future Pro number 2. You will mostly be holding ult mid, but first throw this HE just as Future Pro 1 does. Once you have thrown your HE, it is possible for Ts to be close to you already from ult mid, so be ready for a fight. You can cycle between holding mid and ult mid depending on how the Ts are pushing. Be confident in your aim and quickly process any information you receive. Future Pro number 3, you'll be holding T steps from the top of mid with an AWP. Your role is to relay information to your team and act as support so your fellow Future Pros can't be singled out. And that's it. Going aggressive as CT is always a risk, but if you and your lads are feeling dominant, this can be a great way to control the flow of a match. It could completely fail as well, and if it does, I don't want to hear anything in the comments. Get some DM in instead and keep improving.
Name 3 CS coaches.
Amiran, Remy, and Amy.
Who?
Amy.
Who's Emi?
Amy guy. Serban.
He was a player.
Really?
He was a player in FPX.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a coach, no?
At some point, yeah, but the last role he had was a player. It's okay. But there was so many coaches you could have said. What was the first one?
Amiran. The coach plus another junior.
Okay.
Amy, bro.
It's okay.
Name 3 things you throw on CS. Go.
Grenades, rounds, maps.
That was good.
Name 3 people that you are smarter than.
Alex, Crims, and Keita.
I can see that one coming.
Name 3 players who've transferred teams in the last year.
Transferred. Dupree, Magisk, and Monacy.
Name 3 terrible video games.
Valorant.
Valorant, Elden Ring,
Fortnite.
and Fortnite. Elden Ring, I said. What is Elden Ring?
New game, bro. Everyone loves it.
It's okay.
Name 3 things people shout on TeamSpeak.
Can't say that.
I've got nothing. Not safe for work. I don't know.
Offline and online. G2, Gambit, Navi. They were all wrong.
Better.
Name 3 teams who are better online than offline.
Gambit, Heroic, LFO.
Nice. Very nice.
Alex, name 3 websites you visit often.
HLTV, Twitter, Facebook. There are other social media platforms as well available.
Name 3 items of utility.
Smoke, flash, HE.
3 things Hunter hates. Cuke. Fuck. I got lost. How do you say opposite of cucumber, the other thing? Pickles. Like pickles, mushrooms. Losing in finals.
Hey Future Pros, welcome back to Overpass. Today we have a quick little pop flash for you to learn. It is a CT flash for inside connector. To do the flash, drop into this corner. Aim at the intersection of these lines. Then underhand throw the flash. This should give you an easy kill to anyone creeping up connector.
Hey guys, NIP here. We're gonna have to play a fun game where we have to guess whether or not the name that we say is a band or a CSGO team. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna start with this one here.
Yeah.
These Nuts.
These Nuts.
Is that a band or a CSGO team?
This is a really tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a CSGO team.
That's completely wrong.
Really?
That's a band.
That's a band.
Yep.
These Nuts.
Yeah.
They're for sure gamers though. That's oh, that's tricky.
Fox Academy.
Fox Academy. I mean, that gotta be a CSGO team, no?
Is it your final answer?
I don't know any other brand that's called Academy, so yeah, I'm gonna go with CSGO.
Well, that was a band. I straight throw you a shady one.
Nothing but thieves.
It's CSGO team.
100 thieves.
No, nothing but teams.
This is bad.
Really?
Nothing, yeah.
You know this one?
No, of course. Nothing but thieves.
No, bro.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro.
No, bro.
No, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that, bro. A band called No, Bro.
No, bro.
Why would you choose that? That's more like a joke name for an open qualifier.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say CSGO.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said the same, but it's actually a band.
Oh my god, dude. Why, dude? Oh, I'm gonna start this amazing band. Let's think about a name.
No, bro.
No, bro. Let's take that, dude.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, double pony.
Really?
Yes.
It's CSGO team. CSGO team.
Yeah. It's the famous one we played against.
Dark Tigers.
Dark Tigers, that's Czech team.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. So that is true. I knew that's the only team that I knew actually as well.
Yeah, that's a.
But yeah,
It's a Czech
it is.
CSGO team.
Okay, it is. That was the easy one. I wanted to give you some confidence again.
Lincoln Vikings.
Really? For reals?
Yeah.
You guys gonna have to do better
Yeah,
than
we
that.
have practiced against them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say bad. I'm just kidding.
Let me do another one.
CSGO team.
Lemon Dogs.
Really? Is that one there? Oh, okay. CSGO team.
Yep.
X twice.
Okay, guys, so we just finished this game. It was pretty enjoyable, I would say. I have no idea like where these names came from, but it has been very fun.
Hello and welcome back, and I'm going to go over the key tendencies and strategies that can be found when preparing against FaZe's Overpass. Starting off on the T side, we first want to look at the key positions and who plays them. We should be looking out for Rops to be the outside B player, Rain to be holding inside a connector, and Twist as the A playground player. Now the first thing to watch out for is Brokey's Molotov or Smoke inside a connector, and that's because it signals a B-sided default. Rain never throws a Molotov or Smoke in this way when he's defaulting connectors, so just this detail alone will let the CTs know if FaZe are focused more on B. The second thing to watch out for also in the connector is whenever this flash is thrown. Now this flash signals a more A-sided default where Kerrigan is also in connector and FaZe as a whole are focused more on getting control towards the A side of the map. Now over on the CT side, we also want to know the basic positions of players on the map. We should be looking out for Rain as the A rifler, Brokey as the A opper, Kerrigan and Twist as the B players, and lastly Robs as the B rotator. The last thing to look out for is this close monster setup at B. Kerrigan and Twist like to play this setup quite often where one player is playing anti-flash and the second is taking contact. Being able to break this setup will be the key to hitting B. That's going to wrap it up. Look out for these tendencies the next time FaZe play on Overpass.
What up, Future Pros? I have a nifty fast A smoke I saw Apex throw to help you on your pistol A rushes. You throw this smoke from the T spawn and it will block off the left side of the A side, allowing your teammates to run up short with a bit of smoke coverage. To throw the smoke, first shoot out the glass above. Really, this is the only one you need to break. But shoot them all anyway. Then get yourself stuck into this invisible corner next to this beam. Aim between these two dots as shown and jump out the smoke. This smoke will soar through the sky and land perfectly to block off the vision of Short from the bomb site nice and early. As long as your teammates take out anyone playing close, you will have a decent standing to win the round. Good luck and rush A?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the back guy.
Okay.
I'm on the back guy. Oh, I didn't heal. I had 2 medis. There's so many little ants down there, actually.
Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Oh, go below, rush, below the water tower. Or show it.
Yeah, good luck. Looks good. Oh my goodness.
Both.
Going.
So, getting pushed by the zone, coming, going around the back. Yeah, I called that on can to count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
Here at the red heart at the back. Okay. At this red heart rush. The big rock.
Going.
In the water one.
I got the water.
In between the rocks. In the smoke. In the smoke. A knife.
I was just waiting.
I lost 50 HP and didn't get where I needed to get. So. We'll put that one in the blooper reel, I think, right? 2 lighthouse front door. I'm just going.
Okay.
I got no idea. Oh, I'm on 1, on 2.
Coming. I'm going for the goom.
Close to me.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh lordy.
Making a pretty strong case. Yam throws it to the wind with 2, and it's going to be Sponge who puts a bow on it. 13 then.
What the hell? Follow the brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or, you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
you. I'm just saying. Play on a box, ladies and gentlemen.
It needed to be done.
Did it? And you were the one to do it, Mr.
Sick and tired of the box.
Okay.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? You tell me. Anyway, looks like we're getting underway.
I'm just happy.
Waking up.
I'm just happy this isn't like a David versus Goliath type of game.
Now that's original.
What happened tomorrow?
That's original right there.
Or like David versus David.
Yeah, or just, not quite Goliath versus Goliath. I understand what you're saying there. And I do understand. I also understand that we're about to get into the game, so we don't necessarily have to gasp.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Whatever we've got to do to get it done. We've got our series set. Big Movistar Riders, Movistar in the driver's seat of the group thus far. We go Nuke, Vertigo, Ancient, and only, well, I guess Nuke's a normie map. Not really, I guess. I don't know. Chad, Alex, what do you think?
I think this is the Holy Trinity, lads. Absolute gorgeous map pool to start off your weekend right. I've got Chad Birchall in the stands. You're not in the stands, are you?
I'm standing there.
Well, he stands.
And we're close to some stands.
In the caster desk.
And we're becoming Movistar Rider stands around
We
here.
are a little bit, I'll be honest. The game yesterday, what a win. What a scalp. Liquid just sent down a peg, and it does throw our group into complete disarray. We'll be breaking it down throughout the course of this series, but let's get the pistol sorted first. The start for the Movistar Riders, Española.
Interesting here. It was like what the desk was saying. This, the first biff as Alex just takes a shot. It's Mopaz to find the first head. Tizian down. Crimbo's aggression met with more, and quickly into it. 3-on-4, make it a 3-on-3.
Yeah, all right. And that wasn't like a full commit. So let's take stock. Sumpire still has everything. You could see he was posturing for a top molly.
The strat's ruined though, right? Because they definitely had more in plan than what they've been left with here. So they're having a mid-round right now, straight into Sirison.
Drive, just bounce.
Oh, that's a goosh. You guys felt that one at home.
That is a real aim punch right to the face. Now, Thompson's already got 1 click in him, and he's got 12 more bullets in the clip to punish again. That's a great molly from Sunpius. Death wasn't ready and has been caught.
Trading.
It's necessary from Sunpius. No armor on him. And Faven loses a lot of health on that. It's not going to cost him the round. Jumping into the shot might, though. Bloody hell, it's close. It lets Sunpius get away, and actually long-range Glock onto the finish off of Searson. So Faven, unfavored. No kit on him.
Yeah, this is a good crossfire setup right now. Davy G can take contact first. Apparently Sunpius wants to. Here comes a flash. Here comes some fun. Just the stalling out tactics here.
It's depressing. It's so depressing for Faven. He can't close the gap. He's almost accepted defeat now. David G, just by virtue of existing, will take the round. Faven does take all the heads, so no extra treats and special treats for the Movistar Riders.
Faven could buy a Famus now if he wanted, so that's something to get in early for Big here if they wanted to go for a force buy. But they tend to be a team to take the conservative approaches. But let's take a little bit of a look here. This was, aggression early just to try and destabilize the Riders. They brute forced their way through ramp. Sirison just got bopped. This was a good little play here, but the trade and some Pius. This is impact, right? This is exactly what we're talking about here. These 2 kills basically securing the round in itself. And we will see a force. Faven into that Famus. A scout coming out for Sirison. Standard stuff. Deagles for Tizian and Tabson. And Crimbo onto the MP9. So this is a hard round for Riders to rumble.
Yeah, but if they can get through it, should be looking at a nice headway in your T-side start for Nuke. This is one of those maps where you really... The conversions do dictate how much of a T-haul you're going to be leaving with. I know Captain Obvious has put his underpants on again.
This is a good boost here from Crimbo late, especially we can see where these rifles are postured right now. So if Mopaz doesn't go wide and they get stuck in the choke point, we've seen how this can go wrong for a CT if they take too long to fire.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's actually going to deliberately let them in. He wants Searson to walk 3 in, 1 sweeping.
And 1 clearing.
Clearing, and
there
dead,
it is.
Man. Yeah, and that's the other side of the coin.
I'm not sure why they don't battle in that choke point. I'm sure there's a good reason.
Yeah.
There must be a reason, because we've seen that boost come out a couple times, and some Pius is on one. I think that was a crispy little tap to the head right there. The AK destroying it, and it is just this Famine, nice and pink.
Silly question, maybe, but I'm pretty sure Sunpius is up there as one of the highest rated players coming into the tournament from Movistar Riders, right? Like he is a win condition for them.
Yeah, I think that when I look at this team, I look to Sunpius, Mopaz, and Alex as the trio here to be giving me my impact, and Sunpius being the AWP player. Well, it makes a lot of sense that he's one of the most impactful members of the team. It's him and Davy G who came in when it was like Smooya and Steer went out, and that feels like some time ago now when the team was a bit more international than it is now. But Sampaius yesterday, that's where he really made a name for himself in terms of the liquid game.
Yeah, no, so I was not completely flawed in my assumption, but in the last 3 months, he's been the highest rated player with Sampaius. And actually, interestingly enough, Alex is the second highest rated over 3 months for the Movistar Riders with 28 maps played.
I would like it, by the way, if Hecko's listening, if she could find out what is on Mopoz's desk. So we know the hand warmer. Right, we can see the mouse bungee on the pad. Interesting technique, but a technique nonetheless. And then there's something that was leather. Is it like a picture of what?
A portable picture frame?
Yeah, what is it?
Or is it his notepad, but it happened to be like kind of rigid and...
Okay, I see what you're just saying there. It could be vertical notes, but what does it say on each page? One says A and the other one says B? Like, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he just points to them.
Yeah, all right.
Non-verbal communication. Death's up to the silo and nothing that should go wrong, right? Nothing can go wrong. It's just a deagle on Crimbo. It's a USP for tabseN, who kind of half-heartedly holding the yard area.
Yeah, it's good that they were able to get rid of that FAMAS on the way out the door just there. Right? We didn't get too excited about it, but it was a pretty stock standard round. But that is a key, because right now it's a bit more of a stroll in the park. It's a lovely spring day.
Maybe you're going to find some hidden chocolate eggs.
Oh, was it Easter time already?
I don't know when. I don't even know my perception of time. I had some Easter candy. Yeah.
April, I think.
Yeah, it's close. And some Dutch Easter cookies, or koekjes, as they call them. Koekjes?
Okay, all right.
Koekjes.
Is that how they pronounce it?
Yeah. It's like Koekje. Koekje.
Fair enough. Different languages, a mystery.
They are a bit of a mystery, but they are delicious, I'll tell you that much. tabseN dead. Oh, no.
This is the issue, because Alex had this rotation point covered off, so you can see just... by the book counter-straight here, color by numbers type stuff. We have vent rotation, there's not much pressure. We're just going to make sure that we get the smoke wall up late, and then we are able to traverse our way down to the lower site.
There's still a couple of people down here who Alex has yet to clear and make their life too much strife. Oh, look at the crosshair with... Oh, the flash, the team flash. It's actually given a weapon to csgo.
A big weapon too.
Yeah, that's scary. Oh, it gets scarier. Lads. It's a 2v2. The bombs loose with 15 seconds left. Panic Stations. Mopoz is here to try and clean up their mess.
Lads.
Yeah, like really dangerous. Kill him and solved, but still, someone's going to find that AK. They will not lose it. csgo didn't able to utilize it, but God, I mean, for lack of a better term, lads.
Yeah, it was practically a full eco, wasn't it?
It was.
It was only a slight threat. I was just talking how well they did it. You know, they made sure that they got the vent rotation covered off. They get the smoke wall up. Everything's looking good. And then, well, down towards this lower site, turtled up. Cowabunga, the Ninja Turtles spring on out and make this one real interesting. Good stuff from Crimbo on the Deagle there, up close and personal. Now into the Sirius and AWP for the first gun rounds here. Now we know how important this map is for the Movistar Riders. This could get them secured into the top 3 with just one map victory.
Single map victory, and I mean the same could be said for Big in the reverse. Win a map.
Don't lose and hope that other teams win for you.
Oh, well, I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, okay.
I don't want to really talk about Big's chances. That's the reverse L block.
Yeah, and it hasn't got a gap. No Yanko breakdown necessary for that one.
So yeah, I think like we'll it's not I don't want to forget about Big, but Big aren't sitting the exam right now.
They're not. No, especially considering what the Movistar Riders have continued to be. I don't even think surprising is the right word, but continue to be threatening to every team in this group. Group C of our ESL Pro League. We are locking 3 teams in. tabseN has knocked Davy on his bottom. Now Crimbo with a lot to deal with, and he's hanging out in the off angle. It isn't easy to retreat, so he's going to stand and fight, and successfully for the first. Swung and neutralized. That's the bomb in ramp spotted, but the numbers favor our CTs. Alex has already managed to make a burrow down in towards the double doors. Oh, easy as that for tabseN. He just swings out on the left side. Silo collection, Sampaius and bomb found. And with 20 seconds left, this one's going to look a little bit limp, a little unintimidating. Deaths, he'd love to get another frag at a plant, but not going to be made easy for him, and it looks like he's actually just going to catch that frag from Tizian's hunt.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't go down after time here. That's key, Deaths. So it could be real problematic if he does, because the loss bonus, it's going to put him close to a gun round in the next. And if Tizian starts to swing now, and Deaths, he's just going to hold on to this one here, then not going to be able to run him down in time, or they will. The pre-fire from Faven around the corner, that one is going to sting. Okay, well, doing a bit of yelling back here. Didn't go great for Big yesterday.
It didn't. It didn't.
But they made it close. They definitely made it close against players. It was an overtime on Vertigo, and then Ancient was very, very close indeed. But it's still enough to buy. It's all good. It's all good. Galil's, 2 of which Davigi and Death's into those with double Ds. And then for Alex Mopos and Sampaias, they're going to be into the AK-47. So let's see what they can operate with here. Tabson, he's going to squirrel away across towards what I used to call red pole. No longer a red pole, and hasn't been a red pole there in about 10 years.
Yeah, but you're rolling it back.
Yeah, it helps with the call.
Yeah, the specifics. Keeping track on opening kills so far. Movistar Riders, 3 opening kills, or rather opening duels. Out of the 4 rounds we've seen so far.
Nice molly to keep Sirius at bay here. It is Tabson who's going to have to do this on his absolute lonesome. Now they will get across, and Sirius's AWP they still have to get past. That molly slows them down slightly, but Alex has the territory. Now, this flash, does Sirius stay? Oh, he does, and now they know exactly where the AWP is, so they can start to operate with that in mind. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to try and pressure towards Heaven. Just need to get past Tabson now.
Yeah, they can go back out, but no one's looking for Warehouse.
That's team flash.
Another team flash death for Sampaias. Not going to be happy with that one, but fortunately, Death has clawed it back. Mantling up on the smoke. Now, they smoked off lockers for a reason. Tizian, responsible for main and mini. Davigi's not going to be scouted immediately.
Oh, Death's found Crimbo and Locker.
Crimbo. They've got full Heaven and Hell. A 2-man main setup now for the top side, but they are going to be very easily exploited.
Need to get the bomb. Look where it is. It's in no man's land right now.
Way Tizian with the low HP actually catches Mopoz's lobby hold, and God, this is going back and forth. Look at them trading places. Tizian smart as hell. The fact that he had a 2-man main setup now pivots into lobby by virtue of Mopoz.
Boys, time. Need the bomb. Need to get to a bomb site. 15 seconds left. What are we doing here?
They love finishing left.
What are we doing here? 10 seconds. Now you got the bomb. You need to worry about this hut play. You might get taken care of it. You can start planning. No, we can't.
You haven't got time. That's the end of the round.
A very winnable round, too.
Very, very winnable. I wonder if they were just so wrapped up in the mid-rounding of how we finish, they kind of forgot they only had 25 seconds. So we're about 1 minute when they started their first step, right? This was the fake flash off Searson, take out Yard, and finish topside. And they got all the territory. They had a kill Hell. This kill onto Mopoz ruined everything, because you can see 30 seconds, and now they can disappear off to lobby.
But they knew, this is the thing, right? They knew that Searson was lower, so their initial response to go around to Heaven was great. It's like, well, he's under, he's either going to stay under, he's going to go in the vent, or he's going to rotate back towards ramp. So we should be able to take a Heaven space quite quickly, and they did. But it's from there, I think you're right, indecision. It just looked a little bit strange, didn't it? So Big, yesterday there was a lot of strange rounds. Today, we're getting a couple of strange rounds here early as well. And that's only the first 5 rounds played. So both rounds that Big have posted have come with players from Movistar attempting to save. Death was unable to get away with it the first time, but did the second. So that they're going to retain the Galils, which doesn't sound very exciting, does it? It would have been a bit more exciting if it was the AK-47s. But this is where we are, and this is where we sit. And a timeout called to discuss the options from Blade.
Made in Australia. Radioactive, made in Australia.
Yeah, well, I think we've been sending some parts for cars out.
Yeah, I reckon. Or they just saved all your bathwater.
My personal bathwater?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So
okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right.
So we watched Tabson hold Yard with a USP. Now we get to watch Alex progress it with just a deagle. The smokes do pull out utility, keeps them guessing. Even that incendiary alone implies that
the top explode here, Alex.
Yeah, just straight out. No one looking at the hut position. Faven only good for the one. And even trades. This is the big fight though, and down he goes. Tizian cleared. Oh, Searson does post his first and second in quick succession, but a 1v1 established. Sampaias puts a deagle into his head, and now we've got lots of time for these two to juke it out.
He heard the drop of the gun there, so Sampaias has no idea where Crimbo is, but Crimbo has a decent idea.
Sampaias are off with the crosshair. He did adjust quickly, but Crimbo holds his nerve and secures it for Big Clan. A necessary win.
I think you'd want to buy again here if you're Riders. I know
the 1v1.
Yeah, like these rounds, there haven't been too many players surviving a Big. They haven't been able to build that much of a bank. I don't believe they got the AWP back here to give to Searson either. So all in all, why the bloody hell not? It was good trading onto the site. Right, this one here from Searson, and then the follow-up, right? able to pick up 2 as part of this, and that was necessary for him to be able to make this one a round that Crimbo could get himself, but they're not. They're going to keep it conservative. All right, Movistar, they should be able to buy next round. This time, Siriuson's aggressive, Tabson's alongside for the ride, and they're going to be smoke criminals here.
Tabson could not have been better prepared. So that's gone lovely.
And flash and go ramp. So Crimbo is going to have to deal with, well, a few.
I reckon he's got at least 2. Oh, there's 3. And Searson's going to steal it away from him. So nice to see them farming up some kills, dealing with the conservative buy. NKJ making sure everyone knows he's here. The contrast of the players, all stone-faced, and the coach doing a full Reba.
The thing that happens here is once Tabson gets this kill and then he clears it, Sirison immediately started rotating to back up Crimbo on ramp, right? So that's just using information to your advantage, and Sirison is that rotator player. So good for him to get over there quick, smart. But he's got the AWP back out now. And here we go into round number 8. AKs are plenty for the Riders and some quick utility towards you. This is a 3-man ramp aggression, or at least it was looking like they wanted some form of aggression here. They're stalled out, but Sampaius, you are dicing with death here, my friend.
Yeah, that's the kill every day. Ooh! Ooh!
You've seen 2.
Yeah, and they're both so low. Like, Sampaius, sure, he's down 99 damage inflicted.
They're across. This is, again, they noted where the AWP was and they took that space. So they just have to deal with Tabson. And I say just, it's going to be very difficult. Oh, Sirison, he's going to keep pushing forward here. He might get the top main player.
Oh, yeah, and his crosshair wasn't far off either. But in the meantime, Tabson's been cleared out of lower. There's another to replace him. It's Faven.
Has to fight now. He's ahead of the molly.
He's committed.
Actually works in his favor here.
He gets the info. And that's the easiest frag you'll see for the AWPer today.
This is a hard 1-on-3 for Davy G now.
One apart for him, yeah. He'd do well to pluck that low HP AWPer, and he does get a moment to try, but I'm afraid now things will just slow down for Davy G.
If he can do some more damage again, right? If he can just take one more gun, take this gun of... Oh, there's a push from Crimbo here. How far do you go, young buck?
Yeah, he's feeling himself. Feeling mo.
If he goes up and over and clears, he will see the barrel of Crimbo, but it's... look, I don't know if he's going to expect the clear. He might just try and go down the ladder. He's walking around. He is checking it. Didn't jump on the railing.
That could have been it.
Well, time again and safe. All right. Bit of this out of the Riders here. They will be chalking up the score 5-3 in favor of the Germans. So Big are bringing things back in fashion. Able to keep 3 alive now. They can start working on a bit of the CT-sided economy. So things are looking better and better.
Would you like a fun fact?
Sure.
Did you know that ladybird orgasms last for 30 minutes?
That's rough.
30 minutes? I'm sure they're having probably a whale of a time. You know, your life's probably pretty bleak and boring, just eating the little green things and sitting on a leaf. But you get a 30-minute full euphoric ladybird orgasm. That's pretty...
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
It is an interesting fact.
Yeah, it fills the quota. I'm glad I could provide in the absence of our book.
No, the book's back.
Oh, it's back. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
No, I wanted to pull it out when we get to the Party Astronauts Liquid game,
that's
because
true.
I think it might come in handy there.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my best to see if we can try and grab ourselves an extra personality as well for Liquid. But it's going to be our first opportunity to cast Liquid as well. Get to see the new improved Liquid. They've come into this tournament with some aggression and some very good, clear proficiency.
No, it has been good from them. I think OC is showing that he can get it done at this level, which is nice, right? We've always known about his potential. It's just about seeing it get done in the server against some of the more top teams.
Liquid have an AWPer.
Yeah, it seems strange to say, doesn't it?
Now then. Keeping it conservative. Davy G with his saved AK and Mopos. You know what he likes to do with no armor. Silently descends, and Crimbo's been caught by deaths. This actually can spiral very quickly. Now they're down ramp. They've run down ramp. They have vent control for the rotate. Oh, and especially now Tabson's dead. That's a big win from Mopos, the no armor warrior. The no armor warrior has once again caught the rotate. Now the bomb ticking on the low side, and Big, they might have to just cut their losses.
Yeah, you should already be considering the save right here. The fact that Crimbo gets found through the smoke, like he was playing up close and personal to prepare for a little maneuver like that.
I wonder if he was like blocking them, or how did they see it? But we just got to catch them running through him on ramp.
it was good stuff, right? The fact that they were able to use that vent rotate, and it got awkward there for Mopos because he got thrust forward as well by the molly. Now you have some players, right, who they'll never take those type of risks, and you have some players like Mopos who will always take those type of risks. And if he gets away with it, you can just see exactly what he does here for the team, how much space he can create, how awkward he can make it for those rotations, and almost with this alone, he's won it. So here it is in the smoke.
Does he block?
Oh,
yeah, a little bit.
So I guess it gets calmed. Oh, never mind. You see more than enough here.
Yeah. Wow. So Des was just hanging about for that particular play. And this is the frag that won the round. Tabson rotates down the vents. And I think they want to make sure that NK hears them.
Yeah, there's 5 of them and the coach versus NK. So I think if we had a decibel reader out, maybe Heku can qualify. I think we know who might be louder in this one. But guns out for both teams here.
German culture, it's just like, sorry about my friend. Sorry about him. Yeah, no, I just want to chill out. He's done it with weaponry.
Armor too.
Even doesn't have a clue. I mean, you know how comms goes. Normally it could have gone vent.
Oh, that's a huge miss. That's a huge death as well right there. They know they lost some territory. They want to take some space back. They're AWP in heart. You feel like it's a gimme almost.
Yeah, you would think so. Now they can do wall of smokes. Let's just hope that the time is not against them. They've got so much of it, but it's been a bit of a problem. Recurring theme for
fake this time.
Movistar Riders, and this time there won't be anyone maneuvering through it. I think Mopos is actually using that wall of smokes to clear it, so it's very backwards. It's very backwards.
If he creeps into warehouse, they could do a perfect top split here.
Oh, this is gangster.
Yeah, they have a lot of utility right now. They can molly CT vent. Mopos has a massive gap. Actually, just let him work. This guy, and I mean this in an affectionate way, is a weasel. He gets into all the holes.
And Tizian not traded. How does Davi G not come round pre-fire? And Death has got him. A 3-on-3 time, still something I'll be checking in on. But as you've described, yeah, the weasel wanders. Hello and goodbye. Lights out for Tabson. Bomb under Faven. And he's going to stand for the main fight, using that smoke to obscure him. Perhaps Alex would sweep and miss him. Timing could be the determining factor here, as Crimbo has taken down that Mopos Heaven position. Boys, I hate to spring up the clock again.
Yeah.
It's happening again.
Yeah, we really have to, though. And they're not accounting for him here. This should be round.
Oh, it's fallen over. Just so promising.
I don't know. Why the lack of direction? I guess they're expecting plays to come their way, but if you've watched any of the big demos here from this event, just watch the game they played against Liquid, where they would allow Liquid to go out and take these contentious positions and be like, yeah, we're not going to fight you. What are you going to do with the space? And then they would just like punish them, right? They would punish them. So the same thing's happening here. Big are like, yeah, it's fine. You still have to come to us. They just turtle up. They take these little... This here was so silly. I don't understand as well why they're creeping out Squeaky while Mopos was on the Heaven flank. At least let him work on a little bit of space there. So that is a fumbled round here from the Riders.
You could see the machine was whirring. You could see the ideas, just not quite able to manifest it. Searson goes for another aggressive maneuver. This time he's not going to be punished in the same way he was. That's a big and aggressive fight. Alex has handled business. Tabson was the challenger, and Tabson's real no slouch on the rifle, so just winning the head-to-head aim duel. Gives them another leg up, another opening kill.
Okay, now guys.
Now what happens, Chad, is
how do we mess this one up?
We know what happens here. They stand still, do nothing off their util, and get caught with pins pulled. Got Searson farming for a second. Alex is continuing to keep him in it. Oh, huge. Alex, that is a magnificent three-piece. Takes down Tizian. He has kept them constantly level and now seizes the advantage as well. Faven can really step up here now. He doesn't have to go for the commitment to the fight, and the stairs will enable him to fall away. He even has his util to slow their advance, but he's just giving them the space.
I like this, though, because they clear everywhere and they take so long. So sticking to script, what has upset the Riders? Well, taking forever. So here they go again.
Wow, that really fell apart.
This is 3 kills from this one man here. Does he have to ace? Does he have to find him? Okay, you better get a move on. You've got 22 seconds as of now.
They've lost the bomb again, and poor Alex has done everything he could. I mean, could maybe clear this corner on the windows. The smoke is good and promising, but he's just going to have to take the duel. He's not going to be able to get this bomb down. He's been put in such dire circumstances. Not another one. Not another one.
It's the plant now. It has no time. Time is over. Round is 1.
Oh, it's horrible. Movistar Riders, they're so close to brilliance, and it's Alex left with 1,200 in his bank account, dies after time with no weapon. He starts it with a lovely opener, but there is something just out of whack with the Movistar Riders' perception of time.
Yeah, maybe living in a parallel universe right now. I was thinking of a name that we could call Mopos, and I think maybe I look towards what the Spanish national animal is. What do you think it is? Should be an easy guess.
The bull.
Yeah, and that could be perfect for the way he likes to play it. What do you think about we call it the bull?
He is the bull, the Taurus. What do they call it? I don't remember.
Isn't that a star sign?
Toro, thank you.
Toro.
Yeah,
Toro the bull?
Just means bull in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
El toro.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
yeah, because I think the way that he likes taking space, right? And the bull, he breaks. Yeah, we could do a lot with this.
Yeah, this is fun.
All right.
All right. Well, he definitely is, because he is like a bull in a china shop sometimes as well.
Precisely.
Love it, mate. Love it. Now, we're going to see if Movistar Riders, sometimes perhaps with the lesser buys, they do find a quicker pace.
Should be winning this half right now. It is absurd that the score is 7-4, isn't it? Couple of flubs, couple of fumbles.
But Big are, they are the perfect candidate to punish mistakes, and they will take anything they can get. Giving them the bomb on the floor and 20 seconds left in the round. There goes El Toro.
Yeah, trying to make that same squeaky play, right? So the fact that he hasn't made the room, who will? Sampaius has gotten across. If you want to go again, Citizen's here to try and pick up this gap. Oh, Deagle bullets will ring out. So Alex, his position is noted. They are down one more time. Now, this is the thing. They've got 2 players in secret, 2 players back towards the top side of things. Deaths and Alex would probably do their best to group up and try and find a pick somewhere. The bomb is lower. That's one of the fortunate things they have going their way. And Sampaius and Davigi both have smokes. So something you could opt for here, now that you know that the vent is clear, is you could get Death to smoke off. You could try and drop down the squeaky door, right, to come and try and help the rotation. Davigi and Sampaius could use their smokes in towards the lower side to enable their way into the bomb site. But we are sitting at that 40-second mark. Bomb is getting planted, forcing the rotation. Here it comes.
2 from Ram's side. Yeah, good flash to force the line, but Tamsin deterred Alex.
Looking for Alex.
I don't know. They haven't spotted him and clocked him, so now he has the advantage on this flank. It's going to be a question of how quickly he can catch them. Davigi, survival integral. 3 from Ram's side. Only the kits on Faven and Tabson, and Searson's still providing overwatch. Davigi dig through the corner, does go down to the pre-fire. Sampaius trying as hard as he might, and Alex has got nothing on his fight. Another round for the Big Clan boys. A couple of seconds to spare. They'll take the half, and NKJ. I reckon he had dinner with the Brazilians.
This is getting wild out there in the server and, well, in the scenes behind the players. So this is the opener. Must have just yet caught a glimpse there on the side of the vent. That's how Faven got the opener. And patience is a virtue right now if you are that of Big. They just sit, they wait, and the kills come their way. They don't have to work too hard for them at all. The Riders keep delivering themselves on a silver platter. And we'll get back into another gunny. So the plants have been good. They've been at least contending with space and kills, but closing rounds has been an issue. If you take a look at the last 9 rounds of play, the Riders have only won 1. So realistically, the lion's share of their rounds have come from the pistol with the conversions. The gun rounds have just been rounds they should have won, but haven't.
Yeah, and that is the summary. I think Chad Burchell has put it best. Let's go for a top pop. Tizian's got a reactionary smoke, uses it to hide. He will likely be sprayed down. Scary moment there. Davigi has provided the double entry. Chad, there's no way they can lose this one.
How do you lose this one?
They can't lose this one.
Because this is the thing, they're already in the site.
Yeah, so they're not going to run out of time. At all.
No, not at all.
Is it, if anything...
The time's on their side for once.
on their side.
They've flipped the script.
Wait, I've worked it out. Or if they just plant, then the time isn't their enemy, it's their friend.
And now, as you can see, already starting to tick on down, almost halfway mark. And the money, it's not great over there for Big, right? So this moment, if they went for it, they lost all their guns, it would be a breaking point in the game. The fact that they're saving, they can keep themselves in it. Krimbo's going to be able to drop one. Sirison should be able to do the same. So it's going to be all good as far as the buy department goes. But yeah, this is the chance now for the Riders to give themselves what should have been their half. They can at least make it competitive. They could maybe even try and squeak away 6 or 7. Bomb goes off. That's the 5th. And just as we say it, well, they've finally been able to stop that streak of 3. Everyone has 5 ping.
I'm
5 ping feel nice.
living for Crimbo's half here as well. The fact that he's at the top of the scoreboard with such big names from his region, it's going to be a sign of things to come. You know, we talked about trying to unearth the next member of the next generation that will just ascend in the same way we've seen a couple of in particular names, you know, looking for the next bit.
Is this like X Factor?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
And this is the German candidate.
Oh, Germany's got talent.
Germany's got talent. Simon Cowell says, I hate to tell you how much I loved your performance.
Coming again.
Oh, everyone's blind and Tizian's dead. Oh. Even with a quick adjustment as he just farms the top side. Oh no! Alex nearly caught out for the full commit, getting a bit bloodlusty there, but that's not going to stop Tabson just making the round a whole lot slower. Searson ascending the ladder, Sunpires being locked in from behind. We spoke his name and he's already booked Sunpires with a very precise headshot.
I don't really know what to say about it.
You got anything to say?
Well, it's obviously silly, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's doing it on purpose.
It seems quite mocking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But if it gets into your head and it does make you feel silly, then I suppose he's achieved exactly what he came out to do. So, yeah, look, NK's having fun. I don't know if the Riders are having the best of times. They could be having a better time. Crimbo, aggressive ramp. Now, we've seen that come back to bite him once before, but I think the Riders have gone, yeah, we seem to suck in the mid-round. Let's just keep popping top. Out we go again.
Tizian somehow not dead, but Davy G does punish the Searson Heaven rotate. That's a big step. So Pius is ready for this as well. And now, very early days, once again, the Movistar Riders with the bomb down should be set for 6. Tabson doesn't need to see his opponents to best them, and they are both grouped up now, talking this through.
It's a quick burst of Yuto there, wasn't it?
He's going to drop the one-way to fake attention. This is cool.
Oh, this is actually very nerdy here. I like this.
Take notes, Rushley. Take notes.
Now out here is already putting this in a video as we speak.
Hello. And now look, it makes it a 2v2. Daviji staring at the site. It's just Sunpires and Alex Crossfire. You have to break. They're worried about lobby as well. They can still... Oh, there's no time for this. They have to go now. First. Immediately dealt with. Sunpires sends us to the half. It's 9-6. The Movistar Riders loud about that one. And I'm sure they'll be proud if they can convert this. Big plan. Their T-side has had its troubles. We'll see if the Germans can run this across the finish line or if we go in the distance as we get our first map deep underway. Second half just around the corner.
Future Pros. Today I wanted to show you another method to take outside and find picks on the T side of Nuke. This execute will obstruct a lot of vision from the CTs and possibly force a warehouse player out into the open for a fairly easy pick. For this execute, you will need 4 Future Pros along with 3 smokes, 2 mollies and 2 HEs. Future Pro 1, you'll be throwing the bottom hell window smoke. To throw this smoke, hop into this corner. Aim at the top of this pipe vent and slightly to the right of the line. Run forward and jumping through the smoke as you get close to the wall in front. Save your molly as you can use this to block off secret as you spend more time outside. Future Pro number 2, you only have a warehouse smoke to throw, so don't mess it up. To throw the warehouse smoke, look into the center of this wall. Aim at the bracket on the silo. Then jump throw the smoke. After this, head into lobby and hold off any pushes. Future Pro number 3, you'll be throwing the A main smoke, mollying secret, and saving a HE for CT red. To throw your smoke, position yourself so half of this vent is cut off by the wall. Aim to the top of the cables, run forward and throw the smoke just before hitting the box. Then clear some close angles and hop onto this box. From here you can throw a molly to cover secret and hold the push. If you feel like it, throw your HE to CT red with Future Pro 4. Future Pro number 4, you'll be throwing the CT red molly along with the HE. To throw your molly, wait for the warehouse smoke to bloom, then make your way into this gap. Aim at the lower corner of the garage door and jump throw the molly. This will land behind CT red and possibly cause a counter-terrorist to rotate back towards the ladder area. After this, running throw your HE behind CT red as you could get some chip damage on the rotating player. Then have Future Pro 1 boost you behind T-Red, and if you're quick enough, you should be able to catch any CT trying to get out from warehouse to ladder. And that's about it. This execute is a nice way to find a pick outside. If you have confidence in your aim, I have no doubt you should be able to catch CT player out.
You can see the desk there. We've got some answers as well. There was an interview, I believe, mid-map that we got to hear from Heku and Mopoz. And apparently it's baby pictures of himself and his brother who introduced him to the game he's currently making a living from. So that is sweet. It is endearing for sure. And even apparently there's some amulets he's hanging around the arm of the chair for his family as well. So he's obviously got a lot of... He wants to remind himself of how many people were involved in him getting here.
Yeah, and apparently the hand warmer helps with carpal tunnel. So it sucks that the carpal tunnel is happening, but it's good that he's got something to alleviate a bit of the pain. And that interview, I will give it a retweet, but there's the 1x bet odds in favor of Big.
Yeah, Big given the edge, and I think Movistar Riders didn't quite do themselves entirely of justice. Faven has, though, as Death's caught out. It's supposed to favor the CT receiving, and now with one Glock and one Goosh.
We saw that Goosh before, haven't we?
Yeah, it does leave you a little wanting. Tabson even getting a USP for his long-range engagement. It wasn't ready for Sun Pius, but still handles him with ease. And yeah, you got a kit Mopoz, but you ain't got any way in. Tabson's looking deadly. He has fallen to Mopoz. Getting interesting. Getting very interesting as another swift click to Crimbo. Leaves Searson to go clutch. And they found him. A quick click out of him as well. They would love to defuse, diffusing. But now he can run him down. He's isolated them all. And it's a Searson clutch. A 1v3 as easy as that. Searson doesn't even crack a smile. NK cracks a vocal cord.
Yeah, they almost lost that one there, didn't they? A couple of nice shots coming on through from the Movistar Riders on the retake, but seriously, yeah, simple stuff. Right? It's able to isolate a lot of the fights here. You can see Mopoz scrambling to get towards that bomb, right? That's a big kill from Tabson, isn't it? So this first one, right, he gets a one-on-one. Now Mopoz is scrambling just to get the defuse in, worried about the time. At that moment, he probably had enough to take the fight with his teammate, right? But hindsight, it's a bitch, and Searson, he'll pick that one up. Now it's going to be a force buy out of the Riders here. They've had a lot of fumbles within map number 1. We got Vertigo coming up as map number 2. And yeah, nightmare scenario here if they end up getting 2-0'd. Great for Big, and they need some more results to go their way. But we're into the top side, and things keep going wrong. Tabson lopping off the head of Sampaius, and the Swag 7 tries an audacious maneuver.
Sometimes you have to. I did just see a no-scope headshot out of Davy Scout, and oh, the little stylish flourish of a tag into the Deagle frag.
This is better from Faven, right? 17 kills for him. And look, sure, yesterday we were speaking about it a lot against players. He was playing A on Ancient. It actually got a bit more action than what happened for him over on Vertigo, where he was playing B. Yeah. And they just, I swear to God, in an entire overtime game, I think they went B 3 times or something. So Faven was constantly rotating back in. But this is a bit worrying for the Movistar Riders, really. They're down to an eco. It's P250s, Deagle, CZ. It's really not the best or most threatening of buys here at all. Next round, we will see the guns come back out, but the game is getting away from them now. This will be 12 for Big if they do the likely dance and convert.
Oh, they're so dead. So dead. How has he gotten away with that? What is going on? P250s are equally trading. Changed now by Searson's bouncing Mac 10, and he will just surge up the ladder for information. You can use it, especially in rounds like this. That SMG provides a lot of information. Little bursts there into deaths, which should put him on his arse. Now leaving just that Mopoz CZ, and I mean, there was a universe I was going to say where they don't check it, where Moppos just flies up the ladder and at least 3 frags, but we are getting very close to a big clan close, and all it took was the conversion of the 3. That is what happens when you only muster 6 from the Movistar Riders.
Really, I feel like that first half they should have won, right?
Yeah.
Just to reiterate that point. It feels like they should have won that first half, but here we are, here we sit. Now, I think the sentiment from the desk was Movistar Riders have to play against Party Astronauts tomorrow, so it's very unlikely that they lose that game as well as this one. They've already beaten the biggest dogs on campus right now, so taking down Big would have been just the cherry on top.
Stylish way to finish.
It would have kept them undefeated.
It means a lot to Big. Moppos Tizian have crossed each other. Just popping into the site. Some Pius up from the rafters. Moppos blind, but so are they, and they just walk past him. Oh, Moppos could do a lot with this. He's actually surged into the lobby from around the world. This is going to be a very quick one if they don't clear him. Some Pius continues with the close quarters AWPing. He's done so much as a top site defender with the AWP 4 from Sun Pius. A very stylish way to shut them down with the biggest gun in the server.
Yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff there. Just handling that aggression on towards the top side. Should be, look, enough money for Big to get what most teams would consider a buy. But as I keep touting, Big like to take things more conservative. And the reason I mentioned that it should likely be a buy here is there's some Pius highlights back for everybody. You can see that impact Alex was just talking about. Like, they had 3 players who could have all had AK head armor and 2 who could have gone with Galils or pistols with nades. And this is where Big, I think they understand that they have this lead. They're happy to not try and press the issue here.
Alex should have tabs and dead to right and has a little bit of a taste of his own medicine there.
We've seen this round before, haven't we?
Yeah. Let's see how that one this time translates.
Some Pius is here to help out Davy G.
He's got the perfect weapon for the job, Chad. He can just pump them full of lead. Long range, scoped up. Oh, it's satisfying. He's playing a different video game right now, but Faven has put the AUG down. Fake flash into some Pius. A nice attempt all the same.
So I played a FaZe game this morning, as I always do. I played a couple, and one of them we played a nuke game, and I had three gentlemen on my team who were, I think they were Polish, and we were getting owned. Kenzie from Force was on the other team, just absolutely blasting us, like wrecking us, absolutely. And we lost the half 12-3 T-side. And my guys on my team, the entire time, they were just like silenced M4 and would laugh, right? And I was like, okay, like fair enough. If that's the reason you think we're losing, then fine. We get onto the other side. We won 13 rounds straight, and these guys just popped off with the silenced M4s. I couldn't bloody believe it. So, yeah, playing a massive factor, the silenced M4s.
And now they just basically have 2 rounds like this, Chad. You know, you were criticizing the buy. Look what they've come up with.
Well, maybe they can win this one. They're down. They're in.
And they've got the frags. So, yeah, maybe I should bite my tongue because it's working. Do I even say working? Do I say work?
It's worked. It has to be a save.
Oh, I mean, there I am. Expecting to see all the rifles, all the bells and whistles. They just wrestle for ramp control. And yeah, we just sit here and watch as the round falls away from the Movistar Riders with a full buy.
I don't want to call things way too early here, but I think I will. I feel like this actually could be a big 2-0. I really do think that, and obviously we mentioned all the results. The desk was covering off. There's a couple of nice graphics. There's a lot more stuff that has to get sifted on through. It's extremely unlikely that the Movistar Riders don't make the top 3, right? Extremely, extremely unlikely. So they just need to pick up a map here, or they can pick up a one tomorrow and a win, and it's all good in the hood. But this is the thing. This is where, you know, Big can actually. Look, this is the next problem I have. I don't know how likely it is Big make it through, but at least they're showing some better Counter-Strike, and it kind of the same thing. Remember what happened with Vitality? Remember how Vitality had a rough go of things, and then when it got to the final day, FaZe kind of needed Vitality to wake up, and they did. So maybe now that I don't even know if it's the pressure. I don't know. It didn't feel like this was too much of a pressure-filled group.
I mean, the pressure probably was given to them when they spoke to the admin team today, and they were asking about their chances, and they were told you're guaranteed bottom 3 if you lose 2-0 today.
Yeah,
that's gonna
keeping the dreams alive.
That's gonna light a fire.
Ooh. Like this.
Yeah, this is geeky. This is lovely. Getting it set up. And no one's there.
But how long do you stay? You know, you're up here now. You're chilling out.
When Tizian's dead, you don't get to stick around long. But it's nice to see Big Clan once again showing that they have got a very wide playbook.
Setting Sirison up, right? Giving him another opportunity to find a peak. But maybe this is the bounce back from the Riders. Can get themselves to 9. I'm not really too worried for Big here at all because I just feel like even if they lose one, they will just get some pistols and rush somewhere and get the round done. But you can see the outside execute being pieced together here.
Uh-oh.
It's a tidy-looking barrel, isn't it?
As Toro roaming as he's found himself the double. Good to see his name back in the feed. He has his hot moments, his cold moments. I think by virtue of his volatile style of play and decision-making, it is going to be that way.
Precisely so.
Now, Sumpires, can he leave with a frag in this posted up position? What a shot out of Tabson. Now, I imagine Crimbo's going to have a leash put on him. He's just there to contain and eventually leave.
Yeah, let Sirison work with this AWP. It might even be a save if they don't get another kill here because we're at 25 seconds right now. Heaven would be the best bet, and then Crimbo comes... Oh, they know where the AWP is. They can scout quite quickly now. There's the pressure. Should be up Heaven to top split.
Yeah, could be. Mopos has gone around the world, stabilizes the aim, and with 10 seconds left, it's a tough decision to make.
Yeah, save. Keep that AWP for Sirison and give him another chance, maybe with that boost again. Right, you can maybe run the boost one more time here.
Yeah, they didn't
just see if you could find it. Because you will just be holding onto these two rifles. Now, as far as the economy goes, Faven can buy Tizian, can do the same, and Crimbo, he's going to likely see himself on a Galil. But a break point in the game, again, possible here for the Riders. Lost bonus for both teams towards the bottom of the barrel because of the back and forth nature of these rounds. That was the opener for Mopos. And then you saw the push right here, the tantalizing barrel. Very, very juicy for him to charge on down his prey. Seeing red.
Yeah, very nice little cancel on the spray there as well. 5 HP, you realize you're just a little misadjusted. We have got the holy trinity of map pool, so you say it could be a big 2-0. I would like to see the third map Ancient play.
I think we need the Riders to win this to get to...
Oh, so you really don't think Vertigo Movistar Riders is doable? I've seen them win some big games on that.
Yeah, it probably is. I don't know. I just think with all the flubs I've seen in this game so far, if those continue, if they continue to be commonplace, then it's going to be very hard to win games.
Okay, well, at this point in time, this is a big round to determine if Movistar Riders can continue to be a threat. Oh, Nuke.
Difficult game Alex is playing here, right? Because now he is completely isolated. Oh, the dink on the fade.
Oh,
you're going to feel rough about that.
He did find it. Mopos has actually managed to claw them back a lob frag onto the lobby lurk. And now Sampaio's tested, drops his util, getting run down and cancels it with the flames. So
that's the exact same CT setup here, isn't it?
Seen this before. And lots of information you can see. Perfect cam. I like our observers. Tizian likes Mopos. It's just a bit of an over-aggression. Now Deaths can be isolated. Crimbo's sharp. And an aggressive angle from Deaths has put the bomb on the floor. He nearly gets another. They're both dinked. Both with 9 HP.
But Sampaio has the AWP. He'll have to, they're going to have called the dinks, right? You know the dink in warehouse and you just called the dink just there. So keep the pistol out.
2 clicks is possible, but it's not going to be easy. Far from easy. Tizian might go wide on this one. Sampaio has got the sensitivity and the reactions necessary. He could and does find the head of the first. Likely Heaven. Considers it. Tabson to play this one out. Tabson, does he call the bluff? Oh, do nicely, Sampaio. Closes it with style. Those dinks were not for nothing.
No, and that communication was definitely received. The fact that he kept the pistol out the entire time, I was surprised to see him not try and pick up the AK after that initial kill, but at the same time, you don't know how many bullets are left in it. You don't know what the result of that gun would be. And a good one to steal away, because there was so much damage done here, especially this kill. This is one of the most frustrating deaths for Alex. Like, man, I hit him in the head. Like, he should be dead, right?
And you adjusted first. You know, like, he had the the vision obscured by the smoke fade. So you really hit the reaction shot you had to. It's just a question of there not being a follow-up. Great. And the fact he hits the headshot, overkill on this one. Real just reaction into Tizian's skull. And yeah, Tabson had to check it. You know, keeping it simple, playing it by the book.
Yeah, didn't have any nades to try and make that easy for him. But they're definitely back in it now, and a timeout has been called, so discussions to be had here. And Big, it's just another light pistol round. But the thing is, they shouldn't be too devastated, because they've already done a lot with just a light pistol round like this. I think they had a Galil last time they were able to pull it off, but they just skyrocketed their way towards the B bomb site. Let's see, they have a lot of utility. They can manufacture openings here with their sets. Smoke walls yard, you can blow open that squeaky door, get the flashes in and through. Here's the squeaky nade.
Everyone's got at least one bit of util.
This is the smoke right now to, well, at least give the impression you can drop vent. Deaths has dealt with that.
Deaths is going to keep clicking and telling you it's definitely not been vent. And instead, they run into the AUG. Davy G loves an anti-eco AUG. And it's the perfect weapon for the job again, I say, as he is going to get some support. Sampaio hits the wall bang. Oh, no. A bit greedy. no problem. Unless Searson somehow miraculously doesn't die to doesn't die. To Davy G, and then pieces together himself the AWP. He could retrieve.
1-on-3 already.
He has, but he's not ready for that push-up. Alex, nice to stay proactive, not living in fear of the potential, and even bringing in some Pius's AWP as if he needed it with 8 grand in the bank. Okay, gap closing, and this is where I will, return to the battle of the yells, just because there's going to be that contrast. And Chad, I'm preaching to the choir on this one. When you do, celebrate every round you win, suddenly the absence of NK's roars, it only enhances the streak the enemy's having.
Yeah, when I played international Counter-Strike, I didn't get to yell too much. There wasn't too many games where things were going right. But look, I think it's one of those, it never got in my head if the other team was yelling back. It never even bothered me at all. I was like, okay, cool, you're excited too. I'm glad, because it's a competition. So yeah, I don't think it's likely going to get to the Riders here unless they, start.
No, I was talking about getting to Big Clan.
Oh,
NK's very quiet now. We are required to just run this one home. 13 now to 11, as it has been 5 rounds of the last 6 going to the Movistar Riders' way. This is Big Clan now kept level, but Davy G
kind of out of position here.
Very much so. He's not prepared for this, but neither were they. He gets a lot of damage. Some Pius can confirm it, but Faven's doing a lot for his squad. 21 frags and counting as he pulls it back to a man advantage for the T's.
Now, this is the thing. If they just... Oh, the timing. He's been spotted, though. This is the thing. Big did this on the CT side. They're happy to do it here on the T side, too. They know the CTs need to play aggressive, so they just sit and they wait for at least some information, and they have a piece just given to them. Now, this is a great play from Alex here. If they go out and around, he should have an easy kill. Just going up, though.
Oh, they're in perfect positions to punish this move. And Mopo's the only... Oh, chill. 38 seconds, and Alex confirms it. Oh, he nearly killed them both, and Nade might. Faven. Oh, forced off. Down and out. Bomb now lose. The teamwork is making this dream a reality. 25 seconds, and Searson's was ramp. Last seen ramp, equipped with an AWP and a full belt of util. The only issue could be Mopo's not ready for hut walkout. He has a look. Searson's quick, though. He is a threat. Don't give him an inch. He could take a mile. An intimidating presence, but looks like time is against him, and he will retreat to maintain the Zoom banger.
Okay, well, gets to hold on to his AWP at least. They're not going to be able to chase him down here, but just the Riders getting through that one there. So great to convert that one, but it got very sketchy, right? Davy G, his spam, he could have had 3 kills at ramp, but the bullets just wouldn't connect. This is what happened in the early exchange of Yard. Faven got an opening on Deaths, and that was the one back to keep it at the 4v4. But both of them were aware that Heaven seemed to be the port of call, and they were both able to play in positions to deny any of this room. So one, forcing them into the other, and the Mopoz Alex combo get it across the line.
It's like an alley-oop, isn't it? Really satisfying to watch play out. Really cool. All right.
Big time out here. And I'm not talking about the magnitude in the game. I'm talking about from the Big Clan. They have this AWP. It feels like there's been so many rounds in this half. I can think there's 4, a minimum of 4 so far, where Big have just had like pistols like this, right? The Deagles are a little bit meatier, and the AWP, well, that sweetens the deal. But they haven't always had the best of buys going for them. Let's see, Searson, what can you give us? You gotta give us something.
Early util dump just to keep the T progress at bay. You can see Tizian's been given a couple of opportunities to throw double smoke.
Util expert.
Yep, just leave it to me, boys. Leave it with me.
And this allows them to scale a little bit quicker behind the smokes. That's a massive bit of space there for Faven to have taken now. The thing is, where they have to respect this, they usually will turtle up a bit more, and they were already quite turtled in the setup here. Alex is trying to chase him. They want to deal with the rotation.
Oh, they know he's there. They got the information without a death.
Alex should be able to kill him in the backlines here, but it's going to come down to timing. He needs to...
He's got it and dropped the util.
Well played.
Yeah, he beat you.
Well played.
To the sentence. He does achieve everything he needed to. And now, some Pius, you are playing with fire. With his wide swing. Does plug Tizian from the pack. More where that came from. And actually, wow, he full commits to the inner sight.
This is good, right? Because if he goes back into the AWP, the fight's slightly favored here for Searson, who is set up on the angle. It would have been a flash necessary to try and re-enable this of some Pius, but now they can also put more pressure towards Hut and Squeaky and try and take that space back. If they want to come up Heaven again, that's fine, right? You're happy to take those fights with the M4s. Another one for Sampayas, 23 and counting.
Going to be a frustrating AWP to play against, isn't he? Oh, he's inside, posted on my main angle. tabseN, nice movement, but it's csgo once again thrust into the clutch with no time to really project, or rather create anything. He's being pushed on ramp, trophy locked in. He's actually read Sampayas' clear very well. And there will be another frag for csgo, but loses his AWP. Movistar feel the decibels of the competitive ESL Pro League arena. 13-13. We're going to be getting the rifles out for Big Clan, but currently the 9-6 half leveling out.
Yeah, this is where it's really going to start to spice up, right? Because we do eventually get another big buy coming on through. They won't have the csgo AWP available, I don't believe, so we have to operate with an AK here. And Kevlar wasn't even able to buy head armor, knowing that he needs to get out that util. So big buys for both teams. Yards going to be smoked again, as per tradition here on Nuke. Aggressive Molotov to deal with anybody pushing up, but they're happy to sit on back. Standard L block, 3 towards lobby and 2 towards yard, as tabseN are starting this crawl. They could do a top split here, coming through those main smokes. Oh!
Wow, though, that is a bit of a hazard, a bit of a dunk onto tabseN. Now, they have to operate without a man advantage. Faven has done a lot with that. Crimbo gone. Alex continuing to be a threat in yard.
Yeah, completely neutralized that entire prong. So now it's everybody else through lobby, unless they want to try and regather and go again. But util's a problem now.
Oh, no.
Shot.
Yeah, Mopos has given TiZian a way in, and they are going to flood out this hut. Alex could do more. It's not the kill he was looking for. Instead,
how low they are.
Yeah, it's not the weapon for the job, but he wants to go up the vents. He wants to wait for his teammate as well, so they strike in unison. Oh, he's caught Faven, and there's one close. The nade would have been perfect, doesn't choose to play it. Instead, it's daviG, and he loses his life. Still winnable. Sampayas not anymore. TiZian with a hard clear.
And there's the yells back on the other side. That is a hard one to see them lose again. They had the number advantage there, and just some wobbly aim, right, was the undoing. 2 kills towards the yard position. This was the perfect underarm nade. Beautiful stuff there, landing right on the toes. The second was good. It gets traded back immediately by faveN into that squeaky door position. But swinging out for info dies, and then this one here, you know, the damage, it's not enough. It's not lethal. It hasn't caused too many issues for Big, who'll be the first to get to 14.
Well, that was a big round. That was a big round for... Oh, damn it, I realized what they've called themselves. It was a huge round for Big. And we will get to see Sampayas equipped the AWP. So csgo gets his back out as well with an encouraging shoulder rub given. We're ready for round 28 of Nuke.
Yes, it has been working, right? That round started great. So go the same again and just tighten it up when you have that advantage there late. Make sure you're playing together at all times, because it just takes one kill and you can see how quickly things fall apart. Alex is going to get himself into a FAMAS here, and we are back underway.
Game on. Big round. Alex is trying to be a bit funky with it. Players are usually pretty well drilled. It's rare to get caught out by this, but the gap is there, exploited and traded. tabseN re-smoking as he progresses straight through. Trying to obscure Sampayas and Mopos' hunts, and they're blocking each other. They won't have any idea. I think tabseN worked it out first. Oh, he got caught on the switch. Mopos will take him down, and Death's tucked in tight. Knows TiZian likes to play close in hut. But this is a man advantage now for the Movistar Riders, and daviG here on the ramp has to drop off to play the numbers, play your life. Gives them ramp. No info lower. Lobby's still under the remit of Big Clan.
Sampayas is kind of having to worry about hell as well as the yard crawl. And I think the fact that you have 2 players lower and well, I don't even want to say 2 players upper, because Sampayas is kind of removed from the pack. This means Mopos has to activate like this and get them some info, because right now there are way too many unknowns in this 3-on-4, and they just lost a 3-on-4. This one hasn't happened as quickly, but it still could. It is literally just Deaths on top site. Like, he needs 1 here. They might try and go for the vent drop, which would be a great call to deal with daviG's position right now. And look how much room they're being given. Nobody's accounting for this, so they could just walk out and drop under. But Sampayas, this could change everything. If he peeks towards Squeaky, could catch them off guard.
Oh, they'll look now. Drops. They're coming top. Gets the bomb on the floor. They don't clear Deaths. And csgo has to accept defeat.
Seen this a few times, haven't we? The AWP is going to be retained this time, up on towards the T roof. 5 seconds remaining. That clock is going to expire and will be 14-14, so we're going to keep it close as you like, continuing this back and forth affair of the game. It has really tightened up here. Loss bonus is in the favor of Big, however. Right, so they get a little bit more cash. They're able to get in a few more AKs here than otherwise. Some Galils can make up for the lack of funds and the rest. And this was so awkward towards Yard. We have had a couple of these really strange moments out here, you know, just looking for each other in the smoke. And at that moment, Tabs he ducked up, right? So Sampaius again getting there just in time.
He's doing a lot for the Movistar Riders. They're delivering frags when they need them most. Not going to lose a man advantage this time. Tabson looking like he's got some pep in his step as he's charging straight towards a strafe. And a gap. Spotted and executes him.
Well done. Well done here. He's given the team a leg up right now. They just need to hold on, right? Try not to give anything back. And it has been easy for Faven to find picks towards Squeaky before. There is no molly for this CT vent, so Mopos is actually in a very good spot here.
Oh, Faven's just ahead of the molly, burns through.
He might want to peek. He heard the audible.
Yeah, he knows they're out the door.
If he peeks it... Oh, never mind. It's covered now.
They just walk out the smoke, courtesy of Faven. Timing is everything. Mompos, when will you strike? Finds the time and the frag. One slip down. It was Searson and he's dealt with. So 15 is found first by the Movistar Riders. This is quite the recovery. They are looking loud and indeed a little motivated. Look what it's done to Big Clan, Chad. No one has got the funds to truly put their best foot forward in match point, or rather map point. Do we correct myself?
The thing is, because they do it every round they win anyway, it's just kind of part of their identity. They can have some fun with it. It's like, yeah, that's all right. We do this. Don't worry, it's all good.
Meanwhile, it's like, you know, NK kind of giving me the vibes of like parents at a kids' football game. You know, like,
oh, okay, yeah.
Nice, Timmy! Yeah. Yes!
I see what you're
Timmy's just like,
this.
Dad, I go to school with them. I
gotta see him on Monday.
Friends with them, dude.
We're choir practice.
Rack them!
But this is real problems right now for Big, though. And I think the thing is they can win with this type of a buy because we've already seen them do it. And look, if you're that of the Movistar Riders right now, you have to be expecting something with a bit of quickness to it, right? Yeah. So use your early nades, get your mollies in, get your smokes in, make sure you cut off these choke points. Have your gun out if they're ready to come through a smoke. Top heart molly, thrown on out. Searson looking to line up some more util. Tabson making his way on towards top main, and there was nobody close to hear that fall. So likely here unannounced. Here we go.
Oh, that's pacey. Death's gone. They'll play for the retake. Mopos doesn't even get to play the game. The flashes were too good. Top site already open for business. They're coming in from heaven. Tizian's got the perfect weapon. There's the util, but Tabson's still fragging. And Crimbo's about to win us and send us to overtime. A double spray, just like that. We will go again. Inseparable in regulation. NK finds his voice once more, and you'll hear ours in just 2 minutes. We're going to catch our breath as the players do, composing themselves. Movistar Riders Big, back in a minute.
Why is he just...
What the hell? Follow the brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or you take the red pill and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
In the next stage of competition, top 3 of Group C and top 3 of every group securing themselves a spot in the next stage of competition. It's been loud, and I do think it's all in good fun. It's easy to pin our own opinions to what it may mean, but NK and the boys from Big and Movistar Riders have been saying how much fun they've been having in the chat. They've been enjoying this game. I think a competitive one, it always gets the players riled up in the right way. And Alex has been great in yards, so we get into overtime. This is a mix-up from him.
Yeah, he only did this one time, and I think that was against like the eco round, right? So this is a bit of a change-up here. They've been giving a lot of space towards yard, and tabseN has been abusing that. So you can understand why they've gone for this. They're in the total setup with Sampaius over towards the heaven position, rotating with the AWP. daviG's been a pressure point for ramp, but he's still solo there. And Moppos and Deaths, they have to deal with the top side. So Sampaius continuing to keep himself mobile, manufacturing as many openings as he can. Here comes the yard crawl on Alex's plate. He'll get a warning system.
Big are so diligent, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a pop flash or a Molotov. Oh, he actually just peeks and gives them the info, so he is going to be in a lot of trouble now. Dumps his util and, yeah, sprayed down. He was never getting out of there. So Big have been given it just by courtesy of Alex wanting answers. Oh.
Might need a gamble.
Oh, wow. Tiny slither of csgo. Enables one back, but still
secret.
Very awkward position for Deaths to be in. He needs this fight on Faven, and Faven's just going to go down silently as well. So really nice movement from Big. It's enabled them to have the low sight for free.
They all have to rotate through ramp right here, so if you just keep this choke point smoked.
Oh, loud, 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 loud. He's threading the needle. Crimbo, will he check? Oh, wow. Wow, huge moves from daviG. Doesn't find the low HP of tabseN. That could have been round defining.
Well, they have come back on down through secret behind here.
That enables a quick freebie, but that Deaths
going to clear his corners, is he?
Deaths gets a warning shot now. Faven towards control, playing with Deaths with the sound cue might lead to lull him into a false sense of security. The AWP Sampaius to try and assist. Nice bait, but the barrel betrays. Time-sensitive mission now, and he has to be going on the bomb, so no fun for Sampaius to be having here. Good Molotov, but shot down. And Big Clan, they build off of that. I think Alex is going to be punching his desk. He's definitely been a part of a lot of the rounds they have won. He's been a huge contributor in some of those, but also he's been unlucky. I think the 4K required ace is another one where he did so much and couldn't get the result he desired. This time, his death has led to a lost bottom sight.
Yeah, this was a good reaction again here. So once that AWPer was noted to be on the passive line, they knew they were past. They took that secret control here in the vent dive immediately out of favor. And at that point, I already thought the round was over here. Davi did his best to make it interesting, but the fact he only gets one, same with Deaths here. One of the two of them needed a double kill, and they never knew where Tizian was during all of that anyway. So he was always going to be the sleeper agent there to get activated within the late round.
Okay. They're completely not checking him. Does he have the discipline? Does he have the discipline? Oh, perfect. Not going to get the second.
Jeez, so many dinks without the conversion for poor Alex.
Yeah, he's been having one of those games.
Wow, he's taken Sirison out, right? So at least the menace that is the AWPer has been completely removed from this, but they don't know what's behind those smokes. They don't know if they've continued forward. They don't know if they've backed on off, and we can tell that they have dropped all the way back. So again, Death's on his own in this top site.
Yeah, it's a nasty position to have to play when you're on the hut and you're committed, and the sound cues can be enough of a cue to commit.
Especially with Squeaky Door blown off, right? Like, then you actually have to check between Hut and Squeaky all the time. With it open, I mean, with it closed, it's okay. Oh, Mopaz, you might find him here. He should be here in the pins. Just look around. Who hasn't pulled the pin yet? He's pulled it now.
Mopaz doesn't have a clue. Oh, okay. Well, Crimbo's coming main. The frag from Pius is great.
They go on ramp.
This is even better. Nice flank from Mopaz. It all pays off in the end. Crimbo, the unknown entity.
I think Death would have heard him, so they should know his yard, but...
Oh,
that's Davy didn't get the message.
Oh, yeah, no, not enough. Not quick enough. Gets himself a flash, and he's got to try and get the bomb. Oh, he's doing a lot here, Crimbo. He's threatening. He's scary. He's stylish. He's just about gotten away. He might be able to get a plant out of this.
Oh, faking it. They haven't fallen for it, but look where Sampius is, though. Here's a counter for this. Good stuff from Sampius here. Bang. Really well done. Yeah, they read the play. Really, really good stuff there. They didn't hear the trundling down towards lower, right? They were expecting more footsteps. That's why they didn't start chasing. So at least a decent attempt from Crimbo there, but we are tied up 16-16. I hope that was just us.
Maybe it was. If it wasn't...
That was like in slow motion.
That was so unique. It was like we had a little fairy in the system.
Yeah, that was fun.
Little ball of light that came to visit us.
I'd just go hard top. Why not?
Yeah, they are. Faven at least going to get himself out to event, and the spray good for damage and a frag. Mopaz is going to finish him right here. He's right next to them.
What?
Yeah, they heard it.
What?
Funky, this is fruity. He's not ready for another one. He thinks they've already passed. You've got the bomb.
Can't believe he's luck, I bet.
You've got the bomb, Mopaz. He's kind of trying to process it himself. Like, wait, bomb's down here with me. Faven's disappeared. He has to break glass for this, though, so he's going to come back. And... they don't get simpler than that one. I'm afraid I didn't do that round justice, folks. I didn't quite catch just how quickly that one fell apart for Big.
The spam through, right? If you're the main player and they have been going for those type of plays, you never know if you're going to connect or not. You never know if it's actually going to slow them down or if it's going to do too much damage right there. But that was the start they were looking for. Now, how can they lose a 2-on-5 here?
Oh, I think Searson and Crimbo will teach us.
Okay, well, when the bomb is there, you would really have to stuff things up to lose this type of a round.
You would. Davy G would have to, I don't know, like charge up the ladder.
Yeah, but you have to go for it, Big. It's the last round of the first half.
You seen Searson hit these?
Yeah, I have.
Quick scope. Oh, he does.
He did hit it.
Yeah, that enables Crimbo to get himself the double and maybe even the bomb because Mopaz's gone.
Gentlemen.
Alex is going to hear that, and it's Sun Pius's responsibility for the low site.
Event to top.
Oh, and he gets away with it. He's got smoke, drop the molly. Plant in the 5 seconds it's up. They have to disrespect or wait. They get the bomb down. Crimbo looking for an ace clutch. This rookie playing much more advanced Counter-Strike than most have grown to expect. Someone of his years. And he's posted up, ready for this Heaven fight. This is getting scary for the Movistar Riders. Boys, you ain't got time for this. It's just a question of timing. Crimbo distracted by the Sun Pius steps. Heaven arrives, and Heaven delivers. That was scary for the Movistar Riders. 4 versus 2, and it gets intimidating.
Yeah, look, when you look at that right there, when you take a little bit of a look, the bomb's down. There's some issues with playing the bomb. And the fact that they're able to get 2 kills with both of them coming down the vent, they did a good job there, Big, to make that one quite interesting. But we'll get a little bit of a replay here of as they're starting to bust out Squeaky Door, right? So you drop that molly, and this is the bullets coming through, right? So as the main player, you never feel like you're going to do too much, but he did, right? And that's the thing, that you have to try and slow them down, stall them out as best you can. And they are able to pick up this round. So good stuff there from Alex to finish things off. He's been having a game, but here we go. Back in the fray, and here's Sirison's aggressive AWP. The man we just mentioned, Alex, he's dead. He has to wait this one out for the next minute and 39.
So sides have swapped. We get to see the Spaniards on the attack. A man advantage, or rather a round advantage for the Spaniards. A man advantage for Big Clan. 90 seconds on the clock. Davy G looking to line up a bit of a wall of smokes with his cronies.
Well, when they've had number advantages, they've lost rounds on the T side. So now that they have a number disadvantage, let's see what the Riders can get away with here. Doing the smoke wall towards Yard. Big don't have anybody down towards B just yet, but it shouldn't be too many dramas for them to rotate one. They've thrown a molly towards top secret to stall this out and turning their affections back towards top, because remember, for the Riders, they kind of hit the switch of, well, our mid rounds aren't great on the T side. We're just going to execute on this A side. And it looks like they want to do the same again, but it's going to be much harder to break against Big right now. They have so many bodies here. And we also remember time was an issue.
It was, you remember. Mopos just jumped across the scope of Searson twice and gets away with it.
Not very threatening though, is it?
No.
So here we go. They're going to have to trade out efficiently here on the top side.
Haven returning to the top part. Oof, just catching one. That's a big find onto Crimbo. Maybe they don't check cut. They will now. Even trades. Need Mopos to come online now. Tabson and Tizian are doing a lot. The flames from Deaths catch one from the grave, and Pius doesn't have the health all the time.
Oh, if he comes up, kills the guy quickly, lockers, and sprints up the ladder, he might have a shot here, but it's going to have to be super quick.
Time.
Bro, just kill him.
Time.
Okay, I guess he is really just having fun with things. I guess they're truly just having a bit of fun with things. So they've denied the AWP. But they did win the round, and with the 12-5, I still don't think the economy is going to be too much of an issue here.
No, I mean, I guess you don't get to knife Searson on land many often.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can have a bit of fun with it. So, yeah, Sampaius bringing out that stabby stab. Will get himself another kill, but we are tied up 17-17, and this is how Searson kicked things off, that aggression. The thing is, with that position Crimbo was playing, because they were expecting a top explode, right, what we were just talking about, he was playing anti-flash looking into that rafter, so he was hoping that they would get the utility to give it away, but there was no nades. It was just contact. A dry walk on out.
Bit of a perk to that, I suppose. Whoa, CT, well-placed incendiary, denies Sampaius early presence.
This is going to be a full-on yard commit here. You can see David G still in spawn with the bomb, and Death's position. They are lining up a set smoke wall here, but one of them stop-starter. They are going to be coming out now. This is the reverse L block, I suppose.
Counterable by that, which Alex has actually kind of set up and pre-aimed. That works out wonderfully for an opening kill. Movistar Riders are in hot pursuit.
They've committed 4 down. Sampaius can stay towards Yard. It's just Faven they need to get past right now. And then later in the round, Crimbo is going to come down from the ramp position.
The late Sampaius. But they've got all of their squad gathered here in the corridors. Faven opts for decon. Morpos loud about this. He's clearing his fence, and that's an easy headshot. Faven not going to get traded. In fact, he's allowed to get away. Good play from Faven, just in terms of delaying. We know the clock can get the better of the Movistar Riders. Oh, he should be dead now. Great catch, but traded. Crimbo delays. 20 seconds. He's ready to play. They haven't got much. They're running out of players. Good shooting now. 2-on-2. Bomb to be planted. Uncontestable. Searson and Tizian piecing together the clutch. One from the vent side. And Searson. Oh, and he hits
the scope.
Yeah, Sampaius is going to be known, and he still hits the shot necessary. They're going to have their first opportunity unless Tizian's got a 1v2 in the bank. Next check could be lethal. Tizian doesn't find the head, it's just shoulders, and that should be enough to secure the round. He's trying to do everything he can and has isolated the 1v1. Death just has to play the time. It's open planted, catches him as he transitions. Brave from Deaths, a double from him as well. 18. We do have map point for the Movistar Riders.
You could see how that round could get out of control as well, with all 3 of them trying to single file through the single door, right? So Crimbo, he set up just to take those fights one at a time. Great work here to be able to trade off the back of them. So Death's kill there is huge, and this one here is massive as well, considering Searson did hear the scope and knew that there was going to be a player up close and personal. So great awareness there from Sampaius, and we do look into the final round of our first OT. If it goes 18-18, we do it all again. But 19 is the magic number that the Riders are looking for. What can the bull give us?
Oh, nothing. Crimbo shuts him down. Crimbo seeing red. And now, early Deaths. Typically converted. This already points fingers towards a Movistar slip-up. Searson this time is going to be there to receive them if they do try another secret smokes. And he'll also be able to be a beacon of information if he does continue to round that corner. Going to be interesting to see how far they get with this.
The thing is, as well, as you mentioned, the fact that Sirsen's down there, he does not need any help, right? He's in a position where he can take a shot and fall, and he even has the smoke to drop too. So Alex is going to need to do something masterful right now. He's getting licked by the flames. It's almost like he's going to get forced in towards Sirsen here, and Crimbo can probably finish the round over towards ramp.
Oh, nice bait. Really good play from Alex. Forces the shot, gets Sirsen into a defensive line. Now Crimbo boosted. Is he alone? He's got Tabson to summon. Not going to clear it. Oh, they do. Davy G with an important swipe. Sirsen reveals himself, and now on the retreat, they could go down. Sirsen is patrolling. 30 seconds. Not going to hit the shot. St. Pius posted up. Flash in response, just trading blows, trading places. 25 and counting, and they are coming back into his domain. Sirsen another. No hope. Alex to try and find some. Oh, yeah, no fun for him. Maybe the distraction would work nicely, but Death's walking into Faven. And it looks like OT number 2. We're going to go straight back in. Stay on the sides you were. And so Big Clown, they deal with it. They'll get another try.
Yeah, Mopos there, just trying to take that ramp space early. Crimbo has been playing behind that smoke quite a lot there, so trying to best him in a bit of a 50-50, and Crimbo getting the better of that was huge. The way that kicked that round off in style, and then it continued to fall apart from there, just handling the business big. Let's see what the difference makers are going to be. St. Pius is not into an AWP here, but they are heading with the lion's share of their members back towards Yard. Tabson's attempt to go aggressive this time, and Tabson, he's in the thick of things, steps on out. One, he's going to get a second there, but traded eventually by Alex.
Love to see Big throw that aggression into the mix. I mean, they know how well the rounds have played out with an early advantage. Why not force the issue? They're going to lose a lot of their map control by committing 3 down here. It's all or nothing then.
They used a lot of utility as well just to get the smoke. Whoa, what? That's a freebie right there. Overstepping the mark, isn't he?
Yeah, he wanted info, but he gets a 3v3.
Got the info.
They get the sight. Yeah, wow, that is such a costly death.
They need to take some real estate here for this post plant, but they don't want to overstep the mark. So that's a fine line that I'm painting here, because when they've walked slowly into positions, Big have just scalped them. So the Riders, they need to determine what is integral and what they can give on up.
2 walking down secret, so it's going to be very close in terms of the time upon arrival. They're even bothering to boost. Respect to Big for being diligent, but yeah, they do have to pick up the pace now, and Loudly starting to trundle in. Great headshot, but traded immediately. Faven is no slouch. They have to be defusing soon. Great molly, forces Death's hand. He still takes the frag. Good play. Death's all burned, but the time has concluded in the round as well. Nothing for Sirsen to bring through to the next, and we go 19. First of our second overtime picked up by the Movistar Riders, and there's no loud elation, it's just step 1.
This is the thing with this map. If they could win this map now, for the longest time in this game, I was like, oh, they've had a couple of flubbed opportunities. Looks like Big are going to win it. But now it feels like they're starting to get into that driver's seat. Feels like there's 2 drivers right now. They both have 1 foot on either pedal. But the thing is, if Movistar Riders win this map, they qualify in the top 3. Now, look, that doesn't secure them the number 1 spot immediately, but it gets them a top 3 at minimum. And that's what we're here for, a playoff position. So just 3 rounds away from getting there now. The change-up is, this time, not so many bodies towards Yard. The top pop might be of the affections for the in-game leader over there with the Riders. Now, deep nade, Davy G's going to be able to call that they were close.
Oh, there's a lot of standoffs right now. Everyone's trying to be fruity, and Crimbo's ready for it. No fun and games for you. Mopos having fun, though, as he books Sirsen's just ratting through on the Yard position. Tizian aggression, this time not rewarded. Faven tucked on secret. Now, this does get awkward for Big. I wouldn't write the new boys out, though. They've been fragging up a storm. Faven this time is caught on the jiggle. Alex, good management of his angles. The transfer's not there, and we will see 2-1. 2-0, excuse me. Another one to go. Final round of this one. I've just given Big an extra round. Like, maybe they'll pick it up now anyway.
You're in the future.
Yeah.
You're reading that script that's going on
Excuse me, yeah, I've been reading. I got a little confused. I really didn't obviously know how this ends. But Big, they do pick up a lovely opening kill here, so let's keep track of how Sirsen gets it.
This was good by them as well. They actually paced up in terms of taking space. Like they knew that they had the kills that had come their way, but then they quickened up in wanting to go towards that top site. It wasn't waiting out the clock. Look at this from Sirsen, up and over.
Yeah, very aggressive, but spotted and does get away this time. He's not going to be punished in the same way. Good nades in the meantime. And that was enough they've parked. Now this is a little different. Sunpius doesn't have the AWP, and that's deliberate, Chad. That's deliberate. He has plenty of funds to go for it. Final round and all that good stuff. So
this is good. When this smoke wall lands, they're so quick. They already have 3 players behind red. So they're going to be able to get over towards Secret really, really fast. So the spam... Oh, they're actually playing ahead of the smokes here. Risky stuff.
Oh, it could have gone even worse, but one down. Searson to punish. Davy G does get over the flames, and look at the space Sunpius is trying to take. He's already called vents clear. Seizing control of... Well, control.
Do they account for this position, though? Do they Molotov Crimbo out? They have 2.
It's pretty standard Molotov for a retake, but will they have it for a site take? 2 coming towards it. Smoke on ramp is great. A Molotov for the other side, so now they can just clear the site.
Where Alex is, he's still outside right now with the bomb on his back. This could still be a fake.
Could still be a fake. Davy G needs to clear his dark. He's dropped off. Oh, lovely from Crimbo. Now the pivot to top site is discussed. The bomb's still out yard. Yeah, this one looks like it has fallen apart. Up they come. A chance. Death's just the one, needs more. And that's the end of that. So 2-1. I am from the future. Swapping sides, we get to see now the Movistar Riders defense.
What are the lottery numbers?
You want to hear them?
Yes.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4.
Okay, well, didn't specify where the lottery was going to be, so maybe someone of you out there can get a ticket and you can win in any country, anywhere.
Don't, because there are some people on the internet that won't take that seriously.
But they think you're from the future. If we had invented time travel, and you had gone to the future just to see that Big were going to win one extra round,
but I just
what are you doing with time travel?
What if I get a tweet from bloody
You've wasted it.
Bill and Ted, and they send me a message saying, "Hey mate, I put my life savings on that number. I trusted you."
Well, lotto ticket, you don't need. That's the thing with a lotto ticket. You only need to get 1 set of numbers.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't need to get a lot.
Only a
just the 1 set of numbers.
Yeah, all right.
But unless someone's life savings is that amount of money,
true,
then you would be accurate.
And I would be in trouble.
Yeah, but I think you're worried about someone going and blowing like 50k or something like that.
Yeah, that would have worried.
No, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
What if they bought 50,000 tickets?
What would be the point in that?
You get 50,000 chances to win.
Oh, what, the same notes? So you only need this 1 set of numbers. That's
change one number 50,000 times.
Well, if you're right and you're from the future, it won't make any difference.
Probability is a very complex conundrum for the mathematicians, and we get to see the big plan top take. They don't get all the pieces for it, though.
Yeah, what's the probability on a 4v5?
Yeah, I'd argue about 30% for big plan here. But now about 15 and about 5. Crimbo, Searson up against the entire CT squad.
Are they going to account for this, right? Crimbo has been lurking yard consistently with Tabson on some of these scenarios.
It takes balls to come around that corner pre-aim in heaven.
Well, Davy G, he's just above you, mate. There it is. They know where he is.
Why do I, every time I see Crimbo in a clutch, expect him to...
We expect him to win a 1-on-5?
No, but to expect him to just make it awkward for them. He doesn't go down without a fight, does Crimbo. He's got a big brain on him.
But this is 21 for the Riders, right? So this is massive stuff here. And again, it's Sunpius, right? That AWP, it gets 3 kills in the round, but the key would be that opening kill that he was able to pick on towards Tabson, because that takes that yard prong completely out of the equation here. Even though Crimbo comes through, it's way too late. And I think the second AWP in the hands of Mopos right here might seal the deal.
Sunpius has got to be the AWPer that you can count on, you know? Like, he's very much got the closing element as well, but he's just hitting everything you dream of your AWPer to provide. An opening kill when it's given to him. The gimmies are given. You get to see Sunpius find his second here onto the top side, just from continuing to be that rotation presence.
It has been pretty crazy for Sunpius during all of this, right? Just taking a quick look, he's 5-1 in terms of opening duels. But then you have Alex, who's been involved in 15 opening duels, and he's won 10, lost 5.
Oh,
so those 2 players right there getting really involved in the openings of these rounds. And this AWP, if it can find another one, look, it's posted more aggressively this time around. That's a tag. Nice shot.
Yeah, that is a quickie. They have gone dry, just straight across. So this gets awkward now. Movistar Riders, they've got opportunities. 2 rounds, 2 chances. Alex, completely unprepared, and that's the bonus of not smoking it. You know, you're just going to not assume. No one made it across. They've thread the needle, a bit of a betrayed barrel, but Mopos down.
Just need this.
He's not ready for deaths.
He really needs this.
He shouldn't be ready for deaths.
Well, he's put himself in a bit more of a predictable angle right now over towards ramp. This is in between multiple thought processes, deaths, I think. This is an angle that you might even be pre-clearing if you are favoring going to jiggle around the corner, right? Oh, ramp aggression? I should be ready for that. Deaths has put him in himself in a spot where he has to worry about so much here. I know they are in a 3-on-5 situation, but Not ideal.
So worried about everything.
Big can get timing at any point in this. Tabson's over towards Secret with the bomb. 45 seconds. Maybe Big will fall foul to the clock here.
They could, yeah. More of a Movistar Rider play.
They go around to heaven, though. This is where Sampaius and Davi G are.
Didn't work out for Deaths. Did
they're both lower,
did get caught, and they are both lower. So it looks like we're going to have to go all the way to the 6th round of our second overtime for our first map of our first game today.
Well, this is what Big did to us yesterday against players, remember? They had the opening affair there on Vertigo, and that one went all the way, and so did Ancient. Players did get across the line with that one in a 2-0, but it was laboured. They had to work hard for it. Well, they know. Whoa, well, they had a good idea. That was a great shot from Davi G, and almost the second. He's going to convert at range, but the 3-on-2 situation would require Sampaius to fly up this ladder and grab this close T-vent kill.
Yeah, I mean, he's been good.
If he flashes, he gets a flash. That's not bad.
Bang. Not going to happen today. And Davi G, he's done a lot for them, but not enough to convert. So we will head to the final round of our second overtime.
Oh, okay.
There's no real financial woes.
No.
Just keeping track of that 12-5 and its ramifications in these close games. Everyone gets everything, which is what we want to see.
You can even get upgraded pistols if you'd like, right? You could buy P250s or Deagles just to make sure you had an upgraded sidearm. There's no reason not to spend the money that you have left over, because if this one goes 21-21, we go to a break and we'll come back and we'll do it all again. So let's see, can the Riders get it done here in the second OT on their map choice?
It can happen quickly, so strap in. csgo goes for an aggressive squeaky maneuver, looking to punish that main player in Alex. Lots of opening duels for him. Good nade to punish csgo, but a bit shy.
Smoked off now and denied, so this is where Tabson comes into play. We'll have the biff with Alex over towards the yard position. Now, Tabson likes to just park it here, right? Doesn't show himself, and he can activate late. Smoke wall to be lined up. We've already seen this one come out once or twice before from Big. Grimbo going to do it all from this same standing spot, so he's been donated an extra smoke to help facilitate Tabson here. In the open, just throwing a standard one there, Tabson, to help with the crawl across.
It's Alex's responsibility. Now you can see what he's got, his head on a swivel. The only exploitation is if they work warehouse pre-fade. But they're coming through just on the timing. Oh, lovely headshot. This can fall apart quick. Mopos does deliver one. The whole game hangs in the balance. Death lives on. Not ready for Hut. Hit shot from Searson and only Davi G. He's in the heavens. He is being hunted and he's considered it. Tabson. Oh, we'll finish it right there and then. So, we need to catch our breath. This game keeps on going. Nuke still yet to be delivered. Movistar Riders and Big Clan, they'll be back, and so will we in just a minute.
What the hell? Follow the brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or, you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
right up. Get your overtimes here as we have big on the T side.
21-21. Guardian Angel Hour. Let's see. As they go.
Oh, here we go again. I'm excited for this.
Plan boost.
Yeah, give it to us again, boys. Come on.
It's a triple jobby.
All right, now, hey, Future Pros. So what you want to do is get you and 2 other Future Pros. The bottom Future Pro, we'll call him FP3. He's going to be the totem. FP2, you're going to boost the AWP player, who we'll call FP1, up to the top.
And
did you like that?
It was good, except this is a possible counter.
Oh, this is a smoke kill and a wallbang kill. Yeah, and a player was pushing.
And David G's dead too. Sampaius has got the bomb though. This is about to be a very weird 1v4. What?
Was that live?
NL?
We can't hear them anymore. So I don't know if you at home can hear them. Let us know if they're being loud on the social medias. But one of the things that's quite strange with a round like that is if you have a player who's flanking yard all the way, one of the things that you want to do is not die.
Yeah,
right?
but
it's key to not die.
This is how they die. So,
spamming back.
Spam back and immediately died.
And then playing behind a smoke.
Wow, that was unique. That was a unique set of circumstances to give the first round to the T-side campaign.
Here we go again. Let's do it again.
Right. Well, it worked. Maybe some players.
Do your best Rush impression.
Hey, Future Pros. Find your... No, I can't do it. He's too good at it.
He is too good at it.
Too good at it.
Yeah, he does nail it.
To the left center of the smudge, just under the awning.
You'll be able to see straight through this window.
Happy fragging. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to catch a rotator. Happy fragging. He doesn't say happy fragging.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe he could.
No, I think, well, he's already got one trademark, which is Hey Future Pros.
Yeah, but he needs that's his opener. He needs to find a natural closer.
He always has something different for the closer.
Yeah. It's always very diverse.
That's, that's all right.
Oh, I love it. And Sampaius, he's kind of mixed it up with an alternative approach. There is a potential for him getting walked on here.
Well, if he is a pin pulled, maybe he swings.
Yeah. Crimbo staring at the floor. Crimbo staring at the floor. Go on.
At the pin.
Now Sampaius is going to strike. Sampaius. No. Come on, mate.
There he is.
Hey, there you go. And now a second built on top of it. So revenge has been served. Mopos, don't be greedy. Goes one and done. Still should be enough to convert the round. Searson going sweeping for Sampaius, but he's long gone. Alex has caught the Tizzy in short progression. And Searson with a stylish combination of surfing has led to a very quick flick. 4 remain, but he just doesn't have the time to play his game. And Hut should be in the position to deny.
He has the bomb, right? This would...
Oh my god, he has
an opportunity now.
Yeah,
he's got util. He can win this.
He certainly can. Just a second to spare. Searson looking to head to decon. He could be denied. The molly's not there. Nade is, but he knows. He's got an idea of where they both are now. His threatening presence continues, dumping his util to maneuver. Really he's playing this so well. If he can try and close the gap, Sampaius has no idea. He's playing this to perfection, but spotted eventually just as the potential for the punish came through.
Yeah, that would have been a real round to fall apart after Sampaius gets the double towards outside, right? Imagine if they lost that one. That would have really sucked. So a decent attempt there from Searson, but we're once again tied up. 22-22. Difficult to pip these teams, and that's why we find ourselves in OT number 3. So you see this, the pins get pulled, and yeah, Crimbo actually caught him there on the jiggle. Guess he didn't see it. Could have been looking at the radar, could have been looking elsewhere at a teammate's screen. But that's a stylish one there from Searson in the no-scope, ready for it in the vent. The shotgun AWP right in the belly. And this was good for Sampaius, basically doing it all at this point.
You can see how close it was to going wrong, and up until he spotted him, he was functioning under the expectation that he was going to be behind the site. So we're right back in. It is just going to be trading blows consistently. Can a T-side post 2?
No one's rotated B just yet. Someone's going to have to get down here quick, smart. I think Sampaius would be the man to do it with the AWP, and he has dropped lower, so this is good, but util can displace him very quickly here.
Oh my god, Davi G just rounding the corner. Fortunately, Sampaius is there, but the repeat from Searson, get pre-aimed, absolutely razzles his dazzle.
Who's watching the vent now? Because it's looking like they're going to go vent or back towards Secret. Oh, never mind, changing their mind. Mopos is flanking. They can't get out, but Faven spotted this.
Wow, good shot onto Alex, and that was the typical yard player, so that might lead them to believe that there is another. Sampaius is having a real game here. 43 frags and counting, and jumping into Mopos is Faven. So,
Another Crimbo clutch attempt here. He's had a few of these.
He has, and let's see, this one looks a little more promising than the last. If he can get a nice individual duel onto Deaths, which he doesn't seem ready for, we'll go to a 2-round CT Hall. That's a pretty par for the course as of yet. Now the question will be if the Movistar Riders can break through. Will they have a new game plan? Will they try a round that's previously worked?
The top XX they started accounting for from Big, they were playing more numbers towards top side. But both teams are basically just throwing whatever they can at the wall right now and hoping it sticks. But Sampaius, again, a great game from him. Really, really having to do an awful lot here. In rounds, he's finding so much impact. Alex, over towards Yard early. We've seen how this Biff goes. He can get the space, but it's not always the easiest time against Sirison and Tabson. Going back to line up these smokes towards Yard here. One more time. Mopoz, he was doing well early getting vent space as well, and now he's going to try his luck over towards ramp. It is just Crimbo isolated towards this position. Deep molly, licks him up, forces him back, and here comes the rotate of Sirison. So they are rejigging this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and tuck him in time. This is going to be very threatening now. Really is going to make the trophy feel very tight, and that's just the freest of frags. Mopoz down. Nice bait and switch. Sirison and Crimbo, the ramp setup. They read it, and they lock it down double to shut them out.
Yeah, and this round should be over here as well, because Tabson's already towards lower. They still have smokes left over too. They have a molly. Even if they try and walk out squeaky door here, you're just going to get swung on.
At least they get 3 pieces here to crunch together, but it can end so quickly. Davig's got to clear his corners. No one's clearing CT vent.
No one's even going to consider it.
Oh, well, there's a trade. Faven on the site, though, puts the bomb loose. And now Death, at least elevated, will have the element of surprise. Dumping his util and doesn't really have the time for a big play. He's done well to try and catch Sirison, but just out of sync. Just baits the shot, and he does turn tail. 13 seconds. As Death has got every single vantage point occupied by an enemy, and he'll fake it out for no reason. Crimbo secure. Nice double from him, but it's more importantly that he not only read that he needed ramp, but he asked for help.
Yeah, that's huge there, you know, because he could have been overrun. They were clearly trying to isolate him. I think having Tabson drop lower and then jiggle peeking with the smoke, it buys that buffer where Sirison can drop on back and they can keep that total setup. So that's on a timer as well, because you expect if they're going to crawl around towards heaven that they'd use a little bit more utility to help get them there. 23-23.
Talking of turtles, I didn't realize that they can feel when you touch their shells.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So when you stroke them...
It was meant to be like their armor. I didn't think you could feel through armor.
Yeah.
This could be top Poppy here. Alex quite quickly on towards main, and straight on in he goes. Needs the top hut kill.
That's huge. Sirison, he will get it. Oh, strafing around. Tabson gets one, but ramp lost. Crimbo overrun. This is going to be a very quick state of affairs. Tabson, you can see he will try and keep them delayed with a smoke of his own, so now he can hide behind the site and take another fight. They will look for the response, though. Deaths has found it. Now with the man advantage and the bomb down, Sirison and Tizian advancing. Lots of time for this one to play out. Can change if the bomb gets planted anytime soon. Davig's responsibility. Now they feel like they have security.
So another molly here to throw as well for Davi. There it goes, so...
Pius, dead. Nice find from Tizzy, and he preemptively prepared for it. Sirison from the double doors, and there's a lot of time. This bomb's going to feel like it's in slow motion for Davig and Deaths. Gets the info, Sirison.
Good info.
And Davig has held his fight. If he lost to Tizzy, and it gets very uncomfortable for Deaths. But now, yeah, burning him out. Davig will be isolated and cooked, but... time. Sirison probably has to hit the first shot out of his AWP, and it's not going to happen. Deaths secures 24. And I've lost track. This is our...
Need 25.
25th round required for the Movistar Riders. Or we go again. Third overtime.
This time there's no break this time, so we go again into the fourth. And then after the fourth, if we go to the fifth, then we need a break. But as we mentioned...
they come in pairs.
Yeah, they come in pairs.
That's pretty self-explanatory, pretty understandable.
So there's going to be... I think 7 overtimes here today before we separate the two.
First map of the day, boys, and it's gone for over 2 hours.
It's all these clutches these guys get left in. None of them have felt winnable at all. But let's see. Alex, give us something here. An opening would be great. Lurking around the smokes. Tabson to find.
Yeah, this is always a fun engagement. Absent just looked away. Alex will slap him. And we've got a 2-for-1 deal. They're into the top side thanks to Davi G. A headshot from Favon puts the bomb loose for a second, but they have the sight. Sampaio's coming in behind as well. He has a smoke and drop that main, would completely nullify the Searson AWP entry point. They're piecing it together themselves. Everything to play for. 2 clicks and Movistar will have weathered this very, very arduous storm. It's their pick. Big have made them work. And here comes Searson. Util dropping in from both points. And already isolating Crimbo. Only Searson. Looks like the Spaniards might have broken through. Searson does push through. And now not ready for Mopos. It concludes. Only took us the double OT. Double trouble. We will, however, be back to break it down at the desk. Wow, first map in the bank. Movistar Riders take their pick. A lot of individuals that were brought up on the desk. Sampaio was in your head-to-head, and he's at the top of the scoreboard as well.
What the hell? Follow the brown bear?
Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
Hey Future Pros! Sometimes in CS you just want to get aggressive and take the fight straight to the enemy. I'll use this mid push from Astralis to demonstrate a reasonably good approach to get up in the faces of your foes on Inferno. It really helps if you're keeping track of the T's economy, as doing this against a fully bought T side will have varying results. This strategy requires 3 Future Pros, 2 HEs and an AWP. Future Pro number 1. You'll be the player who pushes deep into mid. As you make your way to mid, get your HE out and lob it down mid. This makes sure that if anyone does face you, then they will already have taken some damage. Make sure to push along the right side of the wall so you don't get killed by a T holding steps. Tuck yourself into this corner and listen for any noise or calls from your teammates. When Future Pro 3 has made some kind of contact towards T steps, this is your cue to peek out and hopefully get a free kill. After this contact, keep your head on a swivel, as multiple Ts could be about to flood out ult mid or T steps. Future Pro number 2. You will mostly be holding ult mid, but first throw this HE just as Future Pro 1 does. Once you have thrown your HE, it is possible for Ts to be close to you already from ult mid, so be ready for a fight. You can cycle between holding mid and ult mid depending on how the Ts are pushing. Be confident in your aim and quickly process any information you receive. Future Pro number 3, you'll be holding T steps from the top of mid with an AWP. Your role is to relay information to your team and act as support so your fellow Future Pros can't be singled out. And that's it. Going aggressive as CT is always a risk, but if you and your lads are feeling dominant, this can be a great way to control the flow of a match. It could completely fail as well, and if it does, I don't want to hear anything in the comments. Get some DM in instead and keep improving.
Name 3 CS coaches.
Amiran, Remy, and Amy.
Who?
Amy.
Who's Amy?
Amy guy. Serban.
He was a player.
Really?
He was a player in FPX.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a coach, huh?
At some point, yeah, but the last role he had was a player. It's okay, but there was so many coaches you could have said. What was the first one?
Amiran. The coach passing the junior.
Okay.
Amy, bro.
It's okay.
Name 3 things you throw on CS. Go.
Grenades, rounds, maps.
That was good.
Name 3 people that you are smarter than.
Alex, Crims, and Keita.
I can see that one coming.
Name 3 players who've transferred teams in the last year.
Transferred? Dupree, Magisk, and Monacy.
Name 3 terrible video games.
Valorant, Elden Ring,
Fortnite,
and Fortnite. Elden Ring, I said. What is Elden Ring?
New game, bro. Everyone loves it.
It's okay.
Name 3 things people shout on TeamSpeak.
Can't say that. I've got nothing. Not safe for work. I don't know.
Offline and online. G2, Gambit, Navi. They were all wrong.
Name 3 teams who are better online than offline.
Gambit, Heroic, LFO.
Nice. Very nice.
Alex, name 3 websites you visit often.
HLTV, Twitter, Facebook. There are other social media platforms that are available.
Name 3 items of utility.
Smoke, flash, HE.
3 things Hunter hates. Cuke, fuck. I got lost. How do you say opposite of cucumber, the other thing? Pickles. Like pickles, mushrooms. Losing in finals.
Hey Future Pros, welcome back to Overpass. Today we have a quick little pop flash for you to learn. It is a CT flash for inside connector. To do the flash, drop into this corner. Aim at the intersection of these lines. Then underhand throw the flash. This should give you an easy kill to anyone creeping up connector.
Hey guys, NIP here. We're gonna have to play a fun game where we have to guess whether or not the name that we say is a band or a CSGO team. It's gonna be exciting.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna start with this one here.
Yeah.
These Nuts.
These Nuts.
Is that a band or a CSGO team?
This is a really tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a CSGO team.
That's completely wrong.
Really?
That's a band.
That's a band.
Yep.
These Nuts.
Yeah.
They're for sure gamers though. That's oh, that's tricky.
Fox Academy.
Fox Academy. I mean, that gotta be a CSGO team, no?
Did you find out?
I don't know any other brand that's called Academy, so yeah, my goal is CSGO.
Well, there was a band. I straight throw you a shady one.
Nothing but thieves.
This is what you.
100 thieves.
No, nothing but thieves.
This is band.
Really?
Nothing. Yeah.
You know this one?
No, of course. Nothing but thieves.
No, bro.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro.
No, bro.
No, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that, bro. A band called No, Bro.
No, bro.
Why would you choose that? That's more like a joke name for an open qualifier.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say CSGO.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said the same, but it's actually a band.
Oh my god, dude. Why, dude? Oh, I'm gonna start this amazing band. Let's think about a name.
No, bro.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Let's take that, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Double Pony.
Really?
Yes.
It's CSGO team. CSGO team.
Yeah. It's the famous one we played against.
Dark Tigers.
Dark Tigers, that's Czech team.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So that is true. I knew that's the only team that I knew actually as well.
Yeah, that's a.
But yeah,
it's a
it
Czech
is.
CSGO team.
Okay, it is. That was the easy one. I wanted to give you some confidence again.
Lincoln Vikings.
Really? For reals?
Yeah.
You guys gonna have to do better.
Yeah, we have to practice against them.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say bad. I'm just kidding.
Let me do another one.
CSGO team.
Lemon Dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there not? Is that one there? Oh, okay. CSGO team.
Yeah.
X twice.
Okay, guys, so we just finished this game. It was pretty enjoyable, I would say. I have no idea like where these names came from, but it has been very fun.
Hello and welcome back, and I'm going to go over the key tendencies and strategies that can be found when preparing against FaZe's Overpass. Starting off on the T side, we first want to look at the key positions and who plays them. We should be looking out for Ross to be the outside B player, Rain to be holding inside a connector, and Twist as the A playground player. Now the first thing to watch out for is Brokey's Molotov or smoke inside a connector, and that's because it signals a B-sided default. Rain never throws a Molotov or smoke in this way when he's defaulting connectors, so just this detail alone will let the CTs know if FaZe are focused more on B. The second thing to watch out for also in the connector is whenever this flash is thrown. Now this flash signals a more A-sided default where Kerrigan is also in connector and FaZe as a whole are focused more on getting control towards the A side of the map. Now over on the CT side, we also want to know the basic positions of players on the map. We should be looking out for Rain as the A rifler, Brokey as the A opper, Kerrigan and Twist as the B players, and lastly Robs as the B rotator. The last thing to look out for is this close monster setup at B. Kerrigan and Twist like to play this setup quite often where one player is playing anti-flash and the second is taking contact. Being able to break this setup will be the key to hitting B. That's going to wrap it up. Look out for these tendencies the next time FaZe play on Overpass.
What up, Future Pros? I have a nifty fast A smoke I saw Apex throw to help you on your pistol A rushes. You throw this smoke from the T spawn and it will block off the left side of the A side, allowing your teammates to run up short with a bit of smoke coverage. To throw the smoke, first shoot out the glass above. Really, this is the only one you need to break, but shoot them all anyway. Then get yourself stuck into this invisible corner next to this beam. Aim between these two dots as shown and jump through the smoke. This smoke will soar through the sky and land perfectly to block off the vision of short from the bomb site nice and early. As long as your teammates take out anyone playing close, you will have a decent standing to win the round. Good luck and rush A?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the back guy. On the back guy. Oh, I didn't heal. I had 2 medis. There's so many little ants down there, actually.
Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Oh, down below, rush, below the water tower. Or show it.
Yeah, good luck. Looks good. Oh my goodness.
Both.
Going.
So getting pushed by the zone, coming, going around the back. Yeah, I called that on can to count.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go
here at the red heart at the back. Okay. At this red heart rush. The big rock.
Going.
In the water one.
I got the water.
In between the rocks. In the smoke. In the smoke. I knifed him.
I was just waiting.
I lost 50 HP and didn't get where I needed to get. So. We'll put that one in the blooper reel, I think, right? 2 lighthouse front door. I'm just going.
Okay.
Skylights, in fact, yes indeed. We've learned that one from our Rushdie tutorials.
Oh, when they're up, there's an opening kill.
Oh, they're only going to run into Davi G. Does well to take one. 1xBet still favouring, actually, the Movistar Riders. It took a map win, but the odds have swapped. Sunpius has an opportunity to win the round.
Oh, coming through.
And he can't find the mysterious Haven. Finally falls.
This is a clutch Crimbo can win.
Yeah, not today. Not today. Sunpius is far too well drilled, zoned in. And he gets 3 kills on the pistol. I've watched some incredible moments from Sunpius. It's specifically on Vertigo. I seem to recall the last time we had the Movistar Riders, he was hitting some crazy orb clutches and quickscopes. But even on the pistol, he's put himself in the feed, and that is the dream purchase. He gets to not only do pick himself up this kill and pick himself up the round.
Is that a CT side P250?
It was.
You don't see that every day of the week, do you?
And he didn't take a single point of damage, which has led him into an M4, Kev helmet, and util round 2. So don't mess with Sunpius.
Yeah, I think we got that memo from Nuke, didn't we? If he can do this consistently against good teams, that's going to be great for this Movistar Riders team. I love this off angle.
Give him 4.
Just aim map
Give him 4. Don't steal him. Pad those stats. Oh, actually, quite a bit of a mouthful. Thankfully, Daviji's there. M4 will be saved at cost of a FAMAS.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. We don't like the FAMAS around here. So they retain the big gun. The AKs are going to come out on the other side. So speaking of big guns, that's where Big are going to be operating immediately. Now, yesterday, when Big took on players, it was Big's choice, and players opted to start on the T side, remember? So this is going to be Big starting on the T side this time round because Movistar have made the more traditional choice, which is the CT half.
What did you learn from Big Clan's Vertigo against players? Was there any takeaways that we can apply here?
They were a little bit more versatile, I would say, than players were in their T-side approach, that's for sure. But I like their A defense, and obviously we're not going to get to see that for another 13 rounds, but I like their A defense. I think that they had varied looks of how they wanted to hold on to that. They were happy to play a little bit retake, they were happy to play aggressive, so they were doing a bit of both. In terms of the T-side overall, I remember just Faven, right, and Co, they were doing a good job putting some pressure on towards that B lobby, whereas Axel, he didn't really get to put on that much pressure. Now, remember, Axel was getting opening kills and then Big was still converting rounds.
That's right.
So that right here, if that's happening again, if Big are losing opening deaths over towards that B lobby area, they're going to find themselves into a hard spot because it's difficult to replicate 4v5s like that often. But it was just a quick tech timeout call, guys. We are back underway. Freeze time subsiding now. Sirison into the glass cannon AWP. And let's get some pace to this one, shall we, boys?
Yeah, I reckon there's going to be a little bit of summit, especially with the SMGs. But even for the defense, you can see Alex and Mopos just...
Two you want aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah. So the battle for ramp control begins, and we're going to start seeing those conditions utility dumps. Faven's actually a little less shy. He was very, very cagey, but he's willing to take the exchange and the duel here. They are really dumping their smokes. I think that might be number 3. No, yeah, 2. I'm only counting 2 remaining here for the CTs. Actually, math is hard. There is 3 stills available now with Mopos down. Running out of players, and as this fades, you really are in an all-or-nothing position here. Alex, he'd love one, but it looks like Crimbo's got him dead to rights here, yeah. Bit of an overextension. I suppose when you lose one early, you have to continue with what you committed to, but it's Big Clan's round to lose now.
This is the thing, it should just be a gamble call here from the Riders, right? Just group up together with these 3. There's really no point trying to contest both sides and lose everything. The next round to play, 1400 loss bonus. It's going to give you enough if you save what you have right now to drop and go again. And that could be the discussion that we're seeing here, because after these exchanges early, now Bigger... Oh, they're corralling the troops over towards B, and that could be their undoing here. Davij and Deaths both have a lot of utility. The worst thing they could do is block the mouth of B and send them back towards A. You want to lull them in. Use your utility defensively, not to block them, right? Yeah. Play around it.
Well, for example, these 2 smokes could be great to extinguish if there was a Molotov threat. There isn't. Oh, here they come. Davij gets a come online, drops his smoke to delay. Now they have to commit to the site. You're right, Chad. This is working out well. Really well with the bomb now loose. Crimbo does find one back, but Deaths can still ruin the day. Just deny the plan, deny the plan. Mission not complete, not complete. The bomb still goes down, but the round is won. Big fumble. 3 versus 5. 2 left standing and hoovering up some rifles.
I think Deaths is kind. Right there, that is something for Big to walk away with. In a round where they go into the stack and they should have got blanked, they get the bomb down at least, so fortunate there. But as you mentioned, those guns will be scooped on up, and well, what was looking like it was just a gamble save call worked out perfectly. There's, wow, the gap pipped, and this is where the next kill came on. And at this point, you're thinking the round's over, but a misread by Big. They run into the very occupied B bomb site, and they get dismantled. So great stuff here. Good call and well handled. That one's going to inspire a bit of confidence as Bigger back into the buy. Sirison will have to try and do a similar scene with a scout this time round. You can tell every time I see Mopos in a position, I bet he's just thinking, can I push?
Can I hold W?
Can I jump off?
Can I hold W? Oh, that's the real booking. Saved by Alex. Wow, the maneuver from Big was great, but the frag is better. Movistar Riders leave with an opening kill. Now, Tizian, he does tend to catch really nice timings through middle. He likely is well drilled on this angle held by Davij. 7 frags looking for his 8th, and just like that. Not ready for it. So now it's a 3v5 the other way.
And this should be straight into Sampaias' AWP. He's going to get a good opportunity on this as he pivots back around. He takes the tag, so put on notice here and ooh, run from the bullets.
Scary, scary, scary.
Not this.
Oh, we're back here. Oh, it could it still can go wrong.
I wonder why this
wonder why that's not working out. 3v4 now, and soon to perhaps be even worse. They've actually lost a player. And Alex, he's trifling with trouble. Crimbo does go down. So that doesn't last long, the hope for Big, and instead they'll have 4 CTs building a bank. There is just a...
Do they know I don't like that spot? Are they trying to make me have an actual meltdown?
What have you... We've seen it occupy...
Rainbow did it yesterday multiple times, and it cost them multiple times.
Yeah. And it's not even the short exploit. It's not like he's dying to short. He's dying to people...
Coming up ramp and scaling sandbag.
Yeah.
And what are we doing here, boys? Do what Hobbit did. Creep out in front of it, play on the ground. It's still an off angle to catch them off guard. At least you're taking a fight. You're not taking a fight there. Trying to get way too tricky with it. It wouldn't be the first time Mopos has sold his team down the river to win the round. As long as you convert. As long as you convert.
Well, Davy G is holding firm on the B stairs. Faven takes a gamble, and it's not rewarded. They are trying to progress up the ramp, and this time the flash, not so bodyguarded. Alex wasn't able to stop that.
Well, he might get 2 here anyway.
Needs to, and he will deliver. Ramp is locked. Still under his remit. Oh, there, you can't get through. And Davy G's looking really good today. He'll take his 11th. Thank you very much.
This would be Davi's, and I don't mean this, he obviously plays a bit more supportive and anchor-type roles, but this would be like his second good map with anchoring. He had a Mirage game earlier on, and I think he was like just constantly, it was against Godsent, and they kept trying to test him at the B bomb site, and I think he ended up with like 30+ kills by the end of the game. So this is the thing, if one of your anchor pieces, especially on the B side of Vertigo, is having a great start to things, you will be in a lot of trouble here, Big. 5-0, and it feels like it's come with some quickness. Back out towards A, and it's just a default spread here. Now, maybe as we have a moment, I'm sure as I start talking about this, there'll be an entry kill somewhere. But as we have a moment here, Sirison was in the interview saying, saying that he thinks that NK's brought more structure.
Yeah.
They were already a structured team, and I don't know. Oh, okay, that's a nice one there from Sampayas. I don't know if structure's ever been the issue with Big. It's kind of lack of firepower.
Yeah, certainly. Well, that's what Faven and Crimbo were brought in for. One would assume, but yeah, it's not. You're right in terms of that being outlined in their mind as something they were looking to do more of.
More structure.
More structure. Like Big were always there playing it by the book.
Yeah, it's never felt like to me. So obviously, like there's things that could get lost in translation here for sure, right? That's no doubt about it. They have plenty of openness for Sirius, and they have good strats. I always love the utility usage. So things are good over there in the big camp as far as all the nerdy stuff goes. They have really well ironed out defaults. They have great set pieces. Just about putting the bullet straight between those eyes that sometimes seems to be the difference maker. It's like the multi-kill, right? Getting 2 when most of the time you only get 1.
Yeah, precisely. Wow, 30 seconds. This is when that smokes and incendiary kit from Mopos gets banged out. Wow, the wallbang from Tamsin just keeps him slow. Crimbo can punish, and all of that util now doesn't delay them. That could have been really the be-all and end-all of this. Now, a bomb plant certainly does seem probable. Double smoke, Faven walks in. Davy G goes down, and so does the bomb.
Will be another save here. I think for the CTs, they should definitely be having that discussion, right? This is a hard one to get back into. Davi's tried a Hail Mary play. Because it was so late, they thought that most players would have the bodies on the site to try and block and stop any denial of the plant coming on through. His nice little toggle of X-ray from Rushley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to show you Faven's position. It was hidden. He should be able to get banged through this.
Was the first time, and there you go.
Okay, so they do get 1 for their troubles. Another kill for Sampayas. But that'll be the first round for Big. And one that, yeah, it's awkward how the wall bang, it was so suppressing, right? I don't think you know how to react in that moment. You're getting banged, you're like, oh, I need to move out the way, and the next minute you're getting swung by 2. So really putting Mopos into an interesting state of affairs early. The Bull, 0 and 5.
This was the lovely pre-aim. So what's he seeing? Oh, just on the crack. The white shirt contrasting with the smoky screen. You can see Sampayas did scout out Faven and then put one straight between the girder to make sure he doesn't get to leave.
Ooh, he's turned his head away from that one, and then he turned it back in. So a little bit unlucky there for Faven. But just a tech timeout call, guys. Just sorting something out over there for the Riders. They appear to be ready to go again. So it's not a big one, just a short one, just a quickie. And freeze time now starting to trickle on down. So both teams will be moving into this next round with full buys. A drop is necessary for Mopos here, but everybody else has enough cash to splash. And they will start equipping themselves with those very, very weapons. So Let's see, can Big get 2 consecutive here, or do we get an immediate bounce back from the Riders?
One would assume with 5 in it, no unfortunate timeouts. This is back to scheduled programming. You do see aggression. Good cam to see that walk up. Tamsin could have a timing here. He hears them. No sandbags is going to be there in support, and the trade does come through. If anything, it's a 2-for-1 because Davi G continues to be a problem for Faven. He couldn't beat through Axile. Davi G's got a fair set of combination of aggression and more defensive
get away.
pace. He tried his best. Alex down, and now Searson can start peeking into the site. It's going to be Sunpires versus Searson. Baits the shot.
I don't think he even meant to right there. So giving away where the AWP is, that's great from Searson. The double nade coming on through. This one's going to sting.
Ouch, 7 HP. So susceptible now to a Molotov. And a smoke for the right side of the site. Davi G to fill the void, I'm sure. They're going to double smoke and molly. Sunpires could be caught out here. Davi G's doing his very best. Good catch that first, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 back. Deaths to clutch. Now he knows it's an AWPer, and he knows it's Crimbo. Not an AWPer anymore. Finds the first, knows there's a second. A good attempt. Searson gets the rifle on the head in time.
Yeah, good heads up play there from Searson, because if that type of push happens, he has the AWP and he misses, well, then that could be round over in itself. So great heads up play there from the AWP player from Big, and they were able to pick up their second consecutive. It got awkward again, and you saw Sunpires called the bluff on the molly. I don't think he thought it was going to spread there. You saw him looking at it, and eventually it, well, licks him on those 7 points of health. So the combo of the double nades with the molly, utility alone has taken Sunpires out of a pivotal round here. Death's already bought up, Alex, and, well, it's a timeout called for Big, so I guess NK wants to try and keep things on track.
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose the funds aren't, like, fantastic. Big have won 2 consecutive, and so the loss bonus will start to grow for the Movistar Riders. 2K, though, on Mopos, and is he still yet to frag? He is, yeah. He's actually just 1 death away from the Secret Service. 006.
Called here on the back of that. So it was a big timeout into a Movistar Riders timeout. So I guess they're having the discussion we were about the finances over there, because Death bought immediately, and I don't know if they wanted to go for a full purchase, right? Because you haven't seen Sunpires Spy and Alex, who also are in that same position to do that. Mopos with the 2K, and Davi G right there with 3.7. But lots of talking going on between Sunpires and Alex.
Big conversation. Yeah, Mopos is actually going to be very vocal as well.
They are starting to equip now. Sunpires into the AWP. Notice how Sunpires plays the rotator role, so he's not like too often aggressively picking ramp. We've only seen him get Searson once over the cusp of that smoke. But the setup they have Big going towards ramp, it seems very simple to deal with the setup Mopos and Alex have now run 2 to 3 times.
Trying something different. Crimbo, aggressive. Death needed that. Crimbo opens up the B site, and it's up to Davi G to fill the void. They had pace behind that. It's a good punish. The bomb was loose as well, and Molly quad. Davi G's playing this well. Trying to keep them caged. Oh, he assumed he killed them. He does take them both. A quick one to the dome. Faven gone. Tabson joins him. And that is a very big response from Davi G.
Great reaction there to the molly as well. I don't think they thought it was going to flush him forward. I thought it was going to flush him back and give them some room, but he's attacked this one.
The typical response we've seen almost every player in that quad position throw. Ooh, nice one way from Tizzy, and we get to see if he works on that. Peeks around that. Davi G might have to adjust his angle of approach. Is to extinguish. I never finish my sentence. The quad player typically extinguishes and stands. But there's the 1-2 punch.
Well done.
Davi G, oh, he's got 4 kills, and you know what? If he can find Searson, he'll take the ace. It's just a question now of the German AWPer trying to maneuver away from the hot water.
This is like hide and seek with lethal consequences.
Yeah, and I'd love to see Mopos grab a rifle. He has done so. And now Searson tries to save for 30 seconds. Hide and seek, lethal ramifications.
The fun thing with it is when you are saving it so long, you've seen it with Searson a couple times, he'll be a little bit more active. So it's not like he's making a lot of noise or anything, but he'll make sure that he's like warding off an area because he's good at hitting a few of the shots here. Now, has picked one of the best hidey. Anyway, round number 9 coming up next.
Oh, I was about to start talking about a wall bang from some Pius, but it doesn't matter, he gets it. So this is the reaction. Love this reaction from David G, because he's alone on the side right now. He's got 3 people posturing for it, and he manages to catch them both. I mean, that's round winning, round defining.
Yeah, great stuff. And
17.
It came with that pace change you were talking about from Crimbo there, who was isolated, right? He was on his own, but starting to see a bit of frustration on the face of Tabson. Big are into pistols. I'm sure they win this round.
It's usually how it goes.
They do something fast, they do something out of the box, they got some pace, they back their individuals, and they hit some bangers. So let's see.
Double nades to try and clear out, and 3, in fact, implies a commitment. Alex sticking around, he's ready for this duel. So ready, look at the rain of terror and hot lead. More to come. Mopos looking for his first frag, or will the Deagle secure the 007?
Surely.
Safe. And Faven in the smoke fade. Maybe Mopos is going to have the gun blocking Faven.
Ooh.
He's looking. And securing. Okay. 7 now. We are just 1 round away from seeing that half 1 out already for the defense of Movistar Riders.
Yeah, and the thing with Vertigo, they've only played it, well, in recent history during the RMR qualifier against Endpoint, and they lost it 22-20. So obviously a fan of overtime. Before that, they played it against NIP at the Katowice Play-ins, I believe it was, and that one they lost 16-9. So in terms of them playing it a lot, there's not much on record, and maybe Big after their game yesterday against Players thought, yeah, you know, this is something that we're not too shabby at. Now, some Pius, we'll have to fight here. Scamper away now.
Oh, there's a lot hanging in the balance of this fight. You got 3v3 essentially, and just catching a glimpse of one. Mopos down from Searson's pre-aim. So both Warpers pull the trigger. It's the German that leaves with a frag.
Might want to just consider the crawl up again, right? Because last time round it was some Pius over towards the headshot box, and you were able to take advantage of that. And Alex is staying forward again here. So if Big just take their time, they should be able to isolate this fight. Heavy G over here now as well. So 3 players, and they're going to tuck Alex in towards the sandbag. Oh, that's the one way. So he can go now on the lip of Crane and peer over the top of this, and he can get a little bit of an angle. He can also, well, use it as you see now. Catch their little legs as they walk on up.
It's going to leave them basically respecting this until 30 seconds. So they look at the gamble. You've got Death almost solely responsible for half the map. And the rest set up for this. This is going to be such good timing on that incendiary. They have to be isolated short now.
Some Pius smokes off the molly on Alex here. I think that's the round 1.
You're right, it could work out that simply. They've still got incendiaries, 20 seconds. Just drop it now, David G. Drop it now, he loses his head.
Twice that's happened to him.
Yeah, awkward one for him. Alex could win the round. They're not clearing the sandbags.
He's flashed.
He's still got a chance. He's still got a big chance. He's going to be cleared now. Oh no. Big Clan have done it. They were supposed to lose it. The time was so not on their side. 20 seconds as they're still getting Molotov'd out of position, but it does crumble as Short opens up as an avenue.
That's crazy. That's twice. 2 rounds that Movistar Riders have stomached here is just the player at Short, you know, getting caught off guard with the jiggle of the molly. The whole point is that's meant to be safe. The first time around it was bullets through that caught Mopazov. This time around it was the Molotov coming his direction, and just something to draw their attention from the focal point. They're stuck in no man's land. The swing comes quicker than they were expecting, and then the dominoes continue to tumble. Wow. So that's the 3rd round now for Big double digits. Well, not even double digits. Half 1 for Movistar Riders will not happen just yet.
Terrorists win.
And look at what the money's like over there as well. Mopos, Sampaias can buy, Deaths can drop one, right? Alex is going to need one of those quite quickly, and Davy G is going to have to get himself into the Famous. But look at that. Blink and you miss it. Yeah, we're on the jiggle back. Tabson's right there in your face.
And Crimbo saves the day. Like, he really saves the day. I don't have to spell it out for you. He has the bomb. If he's not staring at that sandbags, that round is won for the Movistar Riders. So good awareness there from the newest edition. Let's get back into the swing of things. Round 11. Aggression towards the B stairs. Sampaias lining up quick stop smoke. You can see it does land successfully this time.
Yeah, had a couple of troubles with that yesterday. Generally, players, sometimes it was dropping through and going into, well, I guess the 49th floor. 2 players aggressive towards B, and daviG's been having a game. 17 kills. 21 would be something special, wouldn't it? 17 to this point. 11 for Sampaius. Really taking their time here, Big, and they do a bit more of a 2-1-2 default. I think a lot of teams you see do like a 3-1-1 or even a 4-1 type default situation. But regrouping and gathering back towards B. So this molly from Crimbo here will flush anybody out if they're on the closed stairs, and they're going to completely lade in this area with flames.
Oh, Des, I can't believe you're sticking around for that. Yeah, you will pull the plug on it. Dump some util. They look to set up for a rather quick boost if it's available. CSN might be requesting that. But at least they've denied info.
They're heading back over towards what should be A here. So Tizian's throwing out the one-way smoke again, which is going to keep deaths at default with no information. Now, SoundQ made, I'm not sure if they would have heard this. This is a good boost.
Really good boost, especially with his time on the clock, but it hasn't always worked out for them in the past.
It's just the two of them here. Sampaius is rotated.
Yeah, fully.
Well, they can slink past, Alex. They're going to be...
Good catch and bomb spotted.
They need to scale quickly here.
Out of here. The smoke will delay. Needed that from Alex. He's not been returned to the spray. Faven, however, has the bomb and the frag. Tizian to catch them in a bit of a hot box. Nice frag. Still problems with daviG on the site. Someone can just stop the bomb from going down, and now it falls apart again. How is he not dead? Both of them are low. 33 points of health between the two of them. Tizian and Faven. Dreaming big. Kits are on the site. Awkward exchanges have led us here. Faven will have to check. daviG looks away.
Calling the bluff.
Looks away. Fully blind and exposed. A good catch though in the flash. Kit, diffuse, low, still hits the headshot. Tizian coming up clutch because the clock ain't got time.
It's going to be real close. This is going to be real close right here.
Oh,
look good.
Not enough. And 4 for Big Clan. Movistar Riders, another slip up.
Yeah, well, look, Big handled that properly, right? They even used their own smoke against them there. So once you know it's the 2-man boost, and it was tasked with watching ramp like that, they scaled quickly up crane to take the fight, and they get the kill on the player rotating back on out from elevator room. So this is the opener here, but at this point, with 24 seconds left, you just get a move on, right? You just start pedaling forward. That's the smoke they drop to divide the site. It gives them the opportunity to have the fight. In this scenario, if you're Sampaius coming in, you kind of actually want to wait until they start fighting your teammates over towards the short position, and then you swing out. Feels like you're baiting them a bit, but at the same time, you're not set up for success in that situation. You're the one having to come in and close out the round. So
yeah, we got a close one now, haven't we? We're going to see a very close half. This is the off angle you've seen many a team start to prefer.
Yeah,
but
just not what when you're jiggling up this ramp, right? You're more ready for the headshot angle, the heaven angle, and obviously towards that sight box. So might not even come into play right here because look at this, Bigger heading over towards B. Oh, that's a really fun camera angle.
I got a little bit of vertigo actually when he was looking down. I just Googled the definition. It's a symptom rather than a condition.
What's it a symptom of?
It's the sensation that you or the environment around you is moving or spinning.
Oh, the sensation of, because a lot of time
you're feeling vertigo.
Yeah.
You know, like when you kind of looking down, your world starts spinning a little bit.
Yeah. I guess the world is always spinning.
Yeah.
That's deep, man.
Wow, I'm 13 and this is deep.
Yeah. And isn't, you know, your date of birth just how many laps you've done around the sun?
It is.
So I've been around the sun 32 times.
You've done 32 laps.
32 laps.
What?
They get quicker, the laps around the sun, actually.
They do. I was actually, you know, like really heartbroken on my 27th birthday when I learned that, you know,
a quarter 28.
Yeah, that did catch me off guard. Yeah, but a quarter pounder.
Oh yeah.
Burger. You know, it only weighs 1/5 of a pound, less than 1/5 of a pound when cooked.
That's mislabeled.
You'd think so. Also, I remember. Oh, ready for that then? A little bit of fun and games in this server. 5th found, and we've got to have a whole game here. You know, it feels eerily similar to Nuke in that respect.
I'd like some more overtime. And then I'd like if we could get to Ancient. Because remember, it's the holy trinity of maps here, everybody. Oh, they get the guns out now. That eco it's fallen by the wayside. Now, will there be much of a mix-up here? Sirius's AWP towards B. That's a bit of a change. So scoped up, flashed off, takes the shot, announces his presence. Hello, everybody, I'm home. Alex is starting to have a look. This boost over is normally good, but Alex is just ahead of this.
Ooh, there's grounds for something spicy if Mopos can draw attention. They're boosting for him. Alex's crosshairs in such the perfect position, but with another smoke there's no time, no info.
Oh, as he backpedals up, he might die here.
Imagine all of that for naught. They dismount, and so everyone lives.
They're still pushing
They're
through.
in his blind spot.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
You're reloading. You're in the open. Your back is turned. What are you expecting? Maybe that will bait Mopos in. It might. It has. It will. 3 backs turned. He just has to hit some headies. He hasn't given it to them. Now he strikes 1, 2, and 3. Mopos saves them. Movistar Riders an advantage. Molotov coming. Smoke from Pius might save him. And he sticks around, doesn't have the headshot. And so the round gets interesting once again.
I think some re-aggression here from some Pius. That should be the play. Push on through. Let Death's bait. Let him just take a couple pot shots. Keep on pushing, son.
He's on his way. Tizin's considered it, though, and this is all about the timing and the aim. He made a step.
Oh!
Trays. And now Deaths has to do it all. Elevated for the first, but the trade immediate, and that's big with a 6th. Hello. Gap closed. We've lost player sound. That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it's just us. I think I'm sure everybody at home has it.
Okay,
I think we don't. We had it earlier.
We have a fruity mix.
Yeah,
we do have.
We know. We've experienced some of the oddest sounds in the history of the world. Actually, probably.
It just kind of. I guess maybe they're just passively telling us to stop talking about NK's weird noises.
Okay, that's one way to get us to stop talking about it. If we can't hear it, same with the player cams that we can't see, so we don't know. We don't know the reactions that everybody have either. Let's find out. I'm sure something's gone a little bit awry. As we're back underway here, a bit of a partial investment here. Some damage done to Mopos. tabseN, he's through and continue the swings and roundabouts as this time round he's above them.
Yeah, and he's actually making Mopos' life a nightmare. Look at this. Look at tabseN. He's just got this round in the palm of his hand, and he'll leave with the 3 openings necessary to completely tie this game up. I'm sorry, it's just funny.
You can't believe it?
I actually can't. Considering how this started, it's like it's just a reverse.
Started hot for Davy G, right? He's had to cool off a bit because they've just kind of changed their tune and continue to go towards A. I would say more often than not, one of Alex or Mopos has been caught off guard, either by like the flash or with a reload or walking backwards towards sandbags. They've been caught off guard a lot. Now, as we spoke about, this was not the Movistar Riders map by any means. We spoke about the fact that they lost to Endpoint in this during the RMR qualifier. 22-20. So overtime is something that they are familiar with, at least in their most recent outing. But there it is, 7-7. Did we get an answer about the sound?
Got an answer. So it turns out that we and the Twitch chat both have no sound at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Producer informed we were going to have a look at the half.
All right. So at least we're not alone.
No, we're all just living in silence.
Well, next time I'll do the yelling, all right? Next time I'll do a bit of yelling. I'll put my mic up and I'll do it.
You are good at yelling.
Yeah.
I saw your brilliant performance in the most recent skit.
Someone thought there was multiple takes necessary for us to do that, guys.
I love that. They don't realize that Chad can just tap into that at any point.
I actually did channel how I think about Khan, you know? I just went... We brought it out.
Have you ever barked sincerely? I don't know, I was just wondering.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I have.
Sincerely, like...
Yeah, like a sincere bark, like really putting your guts into it.
No, well... I could try and bark.
I know. That would be fun for everyone to experience your first, but for now, this boost is likely to be checked, or is tabseN just going to get a little lost into the pursuit of glory on ramp and short side, because they are fully committed to this. There is no...
There's no way down.
No way down, thank you. And he's gonna time it to perfection. And goodbye, tabseN. Drop your util, stop the punish, perfect. Everyone wins. Everyone's a winner. And csgo, the opposite of a winner, in fact, as he burns down for the majority of his health. He's elevated on the box. Mopos has got another, so now Big just falling at the first hurdle. Crimbo. What?
Everyone's blind.
So blind. Crimbo will get one, and he's looking for another. The flames will force him wide, and now the bomb will lie idle. They're so low between the two of them. csgo, the early molly leads to his demise, and there you have it. A 1-out half, just about 8-7. is just as far as we can separate these two. Will we see Ancient? I'm crossing my fingers and toes for it. I'm sure the Movistar Riders aren't, as they look to close it out here 2-0. Big Plan looking to take us to 3.
What the hell? Follow the brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
I'm not going to get fancy with it. I want a yes or I want a no.
That's easy. Can they just go with a Y or an N?
They can even Y or N.
Okay,
I'll understand.
All right, that's a yay or an A, everybody playing at home. Now, let your votes be heard. Rushley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the hotline, ready to take all your calls.
Rushley, if you observe a blue player first, that's a yes. If you observe a Movistar Rider player, that's a no. What are you thinking?
Uh-oh. Maybe he'll just do it all with cams.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, he's calling the big clan.
All right, we're going to Ancient, everybody.
All right, partner.
Keep on rolling. You know what time it is.
Rolling. Crimbo, Flash, Tabson, lots of lead in his face, actually. Lots of Glocks and lots of flashes, and it doesn't stop the
lots of kills.
Spaniards getting two. And look at this Glock. He is not slowing down for anyone. Faven, the bodyguard, may punish that extension, but it has made space for a bomb plant. Mopos gets the digits punched, and Faven surrounded by enemies.
He's in the thick of it.
He's actually managed to walk out with the backs to turn. Damage, he gets him. It's all sorted. Problem solved. As the Movistar Riders ride to a 9th.
I wish I could have solved a few more problems in school. I would have been able to keep doing accounting and economics. However, I just slept in those classes.
Yeah, you mean you got to have your nap after PE?
No, so they were the first classes, and what I would do is I'd stay up until like 3 a.m. playing Counter-Strike, and then I would go in, and because I was so tired for those subjects, and I selected those subjects, eventually the teacher just said, Chad, don't worry about this class, you can just sleep, mate. And I just slept.
Wow, there's a lot of yeses in the chat. They want to see the third map. A lot of big believers in the chat realms.
I would like to see a B execute right now. With all this B lobby control very, very early, nothing holding you back. A little bit of information that Sirius scouts over towards... Oh, Davy G, don't risk another tag, my friend. You don't want to be giving over that Galil. For this B execute, we've got 2 mollies. We can get default. We can get over towards quad. We can get smokes. We can get flashes. We can get all the good stuff, and away we go.
Vertigo, go. Tizian. Actually, the fact that they haven't managed to find him with their smoke spray, the boost is interesting. The frag could be more.
The boost is great.
Interesting as they do dismount. Deagle, Tizian had a couple on his plate there, and they are hesitating. I think it's taken them so long, they're going to have to try and re-aggress. Another Tizian Deagle, they're faffing around. Tizian's going to kill them all. Oh, Tabson 2 with a P250, and Deaths has to come up clutch. He's not known to be much of a clutcher. Haven't seen too much evidence that he can pull off the numbers game. Now, he could just cut noise. He's got the bomb, so they are going to have to respect this cut noise.
Time is on his side as well, right? So he could walk all the way towards A without having to give away anything here. It just comes